Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we all doing? Hope we are all doing good on this fine Tuesday. A little bit of a short stream today, but we're doing another stream tonight, which will be a little bit earlier than usual, because my wonderful wife is working away. So I'm on daddy daycare duty, or daddy evening care duty. But then I'll be straight online, because I'll have nothing better to do, frankly. So I've put on the announcements 9 o'clock. It might be 8:30. Depends how many chores, etc., life things I have to do, which I won't bore you with. Yeah, so that's the plan. I got to shoot off a little bit earlier today. We'll see how it goes, though. So usually we stream till what? About 2-ish, and it might be about 1-ish today. It can't be any later than 2 because I've got somewhere to be. So we'll see how we go. So yeah, apologies for the slightly shorter one. Updates, news, working on finally getting the edits done for the random trio run through, which I've had a little thought on, and I'm going to go back and finish because we're actually getting some. It was, more than a smattering of views on YouTube, so I don't want to leave you guys hanging. And I think like how it ended with the sort of slight troll thing, I think I may make an exception and save scum it out. We will have lost the auto save, so I'll have to replay from the previous save. But I think we were developing a nice little run, so I'll make an exception there. It obviously won't be competitive anymore, but that's fine. And I just want to finish playing it out. So we'll finish that run off properly. I'm still going to leave Random Trio on the RNG. What I will do is if we hit Random Trio, we'll mulligan. So as I don't want to hit that in the next 4 or 5 runs, we'll put it down the list slightly. But yeah, I'm enjoying this attempt at doing all the playthroughs because I get distracted and I pick the sort of 5 or 6 that I like the look of. This sort of nice way of getting me out of my comfort zone, trying different builds, trying different backgrounds, and I enjoy playing like that, So hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Join in with us if you want to. If you don't, you can just sit back, eat some popcorn and laugh at Winnie's attempt. I've just realised how very dark it is in this room, despite it being the day. I think it's just the lighting, how this room lights up. So let me just close out that blind and I will put some more light on while I make a brew, and then we'll get started. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm not sure if my mic's going to pick up the coffee noise. If it does, I'll kill it. Just bear with me a second. Right, we're going to be doing some admin to start the stream as usual. Only 8 brothers, so I want to sort of slow down a little bit because I know that I rush this thinking it's dull, but I've realised that people new to Legends are probably overwhelmed by the layers. Yeah, my mic's not picking it up. That's good. The suppression's pretty good on it. Nice. You can't hear it, but I can. So, yes, I'm going to be going through the builds, slowing down a bit, paring them back. We will go slightly more rapidly on the tempos. But yeah, let's just go through. We've got some level ups to do as well. So I'm gonna do it methodically though. We'll go left to right. So we've got a bad tempo who we're sort of using as a shield battleforged filler for now. But he will get let go as soon as we find an improvement. What I want to avoid though is leaving it too late because he's level 5, and no matter how rough he is, a level 7 bro is always more tempting than starting from scratch. So we need to replace him sort of sooner than later, because otherwise the curve runs away from us, in my opinion. But at the same time, I want to use him to get gear, if that makes sense. So it's a tricky one. Yeah, so for now, he hasn't got Battleforged yet, but we just want to basically get as much armor on him as we can. So this is right, he's got a lot of fatigue, but we haven't got much armor, that's why. Just look at our averages, we've got 140, 55, 125. So these 2 are weak and these 2 are heavy. So we want to either balance it out or or get some more gear. Probably don't have the gear. Yeah, looking at it, we've got nothing to really change. Next guy, really comfortable fatigue remaining, good amount of body armor, okay head armor for where we're at on this level. We really, really need a sword. I keep saying it. So let's go get a sword. So, sword for you. Some sort of armor for him. Either a tier 1 at 50 would get him up above 100. Sword what we want to hit is above 100. And a tier 1 here would help to get him above 100. So, 2 tier 1s on the first one. A sword on the second one. Third chap, again, tier 1s and tier 3s. Or just an improvement on the bases. Because we're using really, really rubbish armor. And the same with the hat. We want tier 1 on it. Just to try and get those numbers above 100. Third guy, really comfortable for this level. And he's just about managing the weight. Fourth guy, again, tier 1 on the armor would be good. And a non-vision impeding improvement on the head. Ditto for the third. Sorry, for the second backline. And yeah, same on body armor. Then we want a helmet for this guy because he's got nothing. And his armor's not too bad, just needs the helmet. And the third guy, fourth guy, forgive me. Again, more body armor, more helmet that doesn't impact vision. What we can do, because this guy's never going to fight, we are actually going to strip him down. And we can use this. Right, that's an improvement. Good. Helmet. 15. That's a 15 as well. Okay. Okay. Still need exactly what I said. So, in summary, more tier 1s, improved tier 2s. We sort of want to aim for the 40 armor leather. And non-vision impeding tier 1 helmets, regular tier 1 helmets for the front line, and a sword. I think we'll start with the sword, we'll work backwards on the armor. Right, let's do our level ups. So, fatigue management is good on most. This guy's solid. We've unlocked hammer mastery. It does extra damage. Hammers don't do much damage in terms of hit point damage. They're about smashing armor to smithereens. So it's a one that I like to take early on. I sometimes skip mastery until later and circle back to pick up an extra tier 1. In this case, we're not going to do that. We are going to lean straight into hammer mastery for the damage. Nice, easy one. We might want to come back for tools at some point. We might want to come back for Colossus at some point. We might want to think about recover. I'd never take adrenaline in a long while, so that's another one to think about. 9 lives is another one to keep them going. What else are we going to want on this build? And then we want these sort of things smacked down that are going to make the hammer more hammery. Yeah, that's a word. Bonebreaker, this is a really nice one. Obviously Battleforged and Immovable Object are the two sort of keep you alive holy grails, so we're definitely going to pick those up. The question is, what do we do on the next level? Do we go shields? Do we circle back for 9 lives or Colossus? Or do we take the tools perk? I'll think about it. I'm thinking. My gut says Colossus is the right pick, but we'll see. There's honestly lots of solid options, and the reason why I overthink this tier is because you're locked in for the next 2. So once I pick the next 1 perk from here up, we're not going to have the option for 3 more levels. So until we hit this sort of 1, 2, and then the third one, we'll cycle back again. And even then, we might want muscularity. So it becomes, I find this is the most important choice you make, because you're then planning sort of 5 levels up ahead. So he has to survive at that point. But obviously, these are just too good. I'm never not taking Battleforged. It's just insanity, in my opinion, to take aggression over defense at that point, because it is just such a keep you alive skill. Perk, forgive me. Right, do is level up. We We want more accuracy. We can just break 60. We're going to do that. The health is getting there once it colossuses or colossizes. I don't know how they say you're going to say that. Once he morphs into Colossus, that will smash 100. So 4 is a solid option. 1 is terrible. Why do you keep rolling 1s? I hate having no stars in melee defense. Hiya. We're going forged. Despite having a star in initiative. Why do we make that decision? Because we don't want nimble frontliners. And he doesn't have dodge. No, it's the right decision. Just, what a waste of initiative. Never mind. We'll ignore that then. So we need to take all the forge we can get. We need the accuracy. We need the health. Would probably have taken a 4. I don't like taking 3s. Because resolve is, until we start breaking, I really need it. I feel like above 40 we're fine. So I'll take 4s, but I don't really want to waste it on 3s. So actually, bizarrely, the 2 is more appealing. Or the 1. I think the 1 is also, while irritating, I'd rather take 1s than a bad stat elsewhere. John, that's a horrible decision. That 1, 3, and 2, I would say, in my mind, are about worth the same value. I actually think I'll take the 1. Because we've got so much fatigue at the minute. It's obviously a bit skewed because we've got some lighter armor on, but yeah, I think we'll take the 1. It's going to keep him alive more in the short term. Because even with a shield, that's not a great defense stat. Like, until we hit that immovable object, it's not going to get buffed much either. Right, it's done. Then I should look at his perks. What have we got? We're doing extra damage and less fatigue. Oh wow, so he's really going to be a fatigue monster for movement. That's cool. We probably want to get him Pathfinder, and then he's going to be... Oh, he can't get Pathfinder. Still, nice little brother anyway. Right. Two-handed duelist. No, we were building a two-handed, and I've put /duel. Just get my brew. Priorities. I've put my teeth in. I've put /duelist because on reflection, he has no two-handed skill, reach advantage, etc. And if there's no meaty sort of two-handed skill, I'm leaning towards trying a duelist because I don't really pick duelist often. So it makes sense to me, at least, to try out a duelist because he's going to have no extra defense stats either way from the two-hander. Yeah, it's a shame we don't have bags and belts, so we could make him a bit of a switcheroo with that arranged as well. It's actually a shame we didn't get the throwing skills. Do we have adaptive? We do. We could consider giving him throwing skills. You know, 48's not terrible. We could knock that up to... Yeah, we could knock that up to 50 straight away. We get that 60 within 3 levels, probably 4. And this will be in the 70s. It would actually, bizarrely, without stars, he wouldn't have been a bad hybrid. But his obviously main focus is defense. And the other option is we stick with shields, but again, we have no shield skills. Again, we could adaptive into shield skills. So we have some options here. We don't have to go duelist. But with the really high defense, I think it makes sense to go duelist. And we've obviously got dodge, so we need to keep raising this as well. A male. I'm very tempted by 5. Now we'll stick with his melee. We were rolling 3s, which is good. We don't need bags of fatigue, but we need more than we've got because that armor is not heavy. At 99 is misleading because even with this light armor, it's not. It's 61, right? So we need fatigue because that is not heavy armor. Oh, it's medium. Obviously, we're going to lighten up once we hit nimble. What are we on? 12 plus 10. We're at 20, 22, and we need to be at 15. So we're going to shave 7 off. Even with 7 off, we're still going to be 68. It's not particularly high fatigue. And we've got perfect focus, which we're not going to be fatigued enough to use, even with mind over body. Yeah, that was the other option, wasn't it? Mind over body, but we need to start running that. Okay, let's try it. Let's lean into mind over body. It's an experiment one. Take the defense. We need fatigue, but we're going to cope for now. No, I can't turn down a 3. I can't turn down that 3. Yeah, we've got to... I can't We have to take this every level if we're not going to take a shield, in my opinion. That's always going to be a 4, but then we do need to start taking it. No stars. It's 1 to 4 on fatigue, I believe. Let's just make sure. I'm sure it is. Excuse me, it's 2 to 4. So a 3 is bang in the middle. So we want to be taking 3s and 4s on fatigue. But these are rarer. And that's always going to be there. Do we take the 3 now? Just wait for bad rolls to take the resolve. Take this next level as well. This says all your fatigue costs are reduced by 5%. So that top text is misleading. It does work below 70, just not very much. Obviously, it's exponential as you get it above 90. As a duelist, we're going to want loads of fatigue reduction. No, I'm going to lean into it. I don't care. We'll get the fatigue later. We need to roll badly on attack to pick up fatigue. So we're hoping that these two don't land again. That's good at the same time. It's an experimental build, this one. So if you sat there chuckling at my attempt to make a duelist, that's okay. By all means, share your thoughts. I know the biggest problem with this one is that we're trying to level up too many stats at once, which is a fool's errand. He's at 29 now. He's pretty chunky, actually. So maybe I can ease off on the defense, but I just feel like we want to hammer that every single level up. It's like a banner man. I just want to level up resolve without even thinking about it. The question is, what specialty are we going to give him? I was sort of waiting to find a nice item in one type to make the decision for me. Now I'm thinking Harvest Host is too good to miss up. We should just maybe go heavy on Swordsman with Anatomists. What we really need is to find a famed sickle so we get the sick 3 AP swings. I've just realised as well, if we keep the sickle on and we perfect focus, that's 1 AP. What does it cost to swing with a sickle? For this guy, it's 8 fatigue a swing. For the spear, it's 10, so it's a cheap swing. For the dagger, it's 7, so it's slightly higher than a dagger, less than that. What's the hammer? Is hammer slower? 11, right? Yeah. So the heavier the weapon, the more the swing. I've never really analysed it like that. And obviously we've got the perk reduction. So if we take this, which is now 8% luck reduction, 8% with 57 resolve, even though it says there 70 resolve is a 7% reduction. I don't understand this perk. I really don't. But I'm not going to overanalyze. It is what it is. We'll go with the number in green. It's 8%. We'll ignore the numbers in red. So I think if we can get that to 10%, that's a really useful stat. Bearing in mind, when you take a weapon specialty, you get 25% less fatigue. So 10 is significant considering it's for all actions, not just the weapon focus. And it adds up with that. So if we take, say if we are doing this, we go Harvest Twist, Sword, Mind Over Body. He's going to get... This doesn't obviously help with fatigue, but these two do. He's going to get really low swings. I'm going to roughly do the math. So this should reduce it by 25%, which drops it to 7.5. That'll drop it another... I don't know as well if this goes off the base. I would love to know how this mechanic worked. What I'm trying to say is, does it do 25% off 10, which is 7.5? And then 8% off 7.5, or does the 8% also apply to the base number, or do they somehow add them together and it's 8 plus 25, so it's 33% off? I don't know. I'm going to split the difference and say it's combined, so it'll be 33% off, because that might make more sense, because if not, we don't know the order they're applied in, so it's sort of guesswork. But let's assume it's around about 30%. Let's play devil's advocate and round down a bit. That means that this is going to be 6 a swing instead of 10-ish. Then when we do Perfect Focus, it's going to go up 3/4, so it's going to go back to 9. So essentially, Perfect Focus is going to be about the same as any other swing. It's slightly cheaper. It's going to be like swinging a slightly light spear. And we're going to be able to activate that when based. And if using the sickle, we're going to be able to swing 8 times. I don't think we'll have the fatigue. And If we use the spear, it's going to be probably a little bit more. We're not sure. I think the sickle will be lighter. And if we're using the spear, it'll be 2 AP a swing, so we'll get 4 swings in, which is still ridiculously good. We do have the spear skills, so actually going spears isn't terrible. It's also really cheap to use spear walls if we do that. And we get a damage kick out of it as well with the Thrustmaster. I do like a good spear, but I don't know if it's a waste of this melee defense. That's if we don't go down the pure duelist route like we've talked about. Or do we just do I mean, it's against my logic because I just picture a spearman with a shield, which is stupid. But in terms of building the character, just having a duelist spear makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it's an interesting one. We don't have shield skills anyway. I don't really want to take adaptive just for shield skills because I don't really like to use shield bash or the other skills that much. Although, again, it's not one I've experimented with much, but it's probably not a bad shout on a spearman, again, because you can push them away and re-put the spear wall on. So it's something I should possibly work into a spear waller. I need to make a decision of what we want this character to be. I'm wondering if a riposting swordsman, duelist and or fencer might be better. I just don't think he's going to have the initiative to be effective in that sort of build. But he's going to have loads of melee defense. Maybe. Maybe we should try. And we'll find somebody else to be the spearman. And we'll ignore the fact that he's got the spear skills. Oh, so thinking out loud, it's a tricky one. I do enjoy this build though. Having triple stars in defense just gives you so many options. In terms of this level up, we are on... Yeah, it should be nimble. Which is going to solve the fatigue issue. There's me nattering on. Right, so we now need to make nimble efficient. It is not efficient. We have to get it to 15. Kettle hat, whilst brilliant for armour, is too heavy. That solves the fatigue issue straight away. We're now getting the full 40, and our defense has also gone up by 2, which is lovely. So we need a sensible helmet buff that costs 3. No. Stupid Winnie. 2. Because 125 is pretty solid for a nimble armor. I don't know if we have anything we can pinch. That's 1. It's not terrible. Nobody has it. Hang on a minute. Let me just see if we've got a better base for him. But this is no good for the archers. 25. 45. There you go. Bannerman's nice and heavy now. Now I'll have to go and buy some helmet stuff. Right, that guy's good. I'm happy with him. Just need to fix his nimbleness. Bannerman is, yeah, sort of an awkward build, and we're going to try and utilize the double stars in attack stats and make him into an awkward thrower. He is very much a temporary Bannerman as well. We're not going to take the banner skills. We're trying to take these every time. So we're trying to make him into a hybrid backliner, I think was the idea. It's a loose idea, but we're going with it. Again, we could get fatigue reduction though, even though he's not going to be the bannerman. He still could be the sergeant, which we might want to do now. What level are we on? We're on tier 5 skills. So we're going to make him we're going to take thrower, won't we? We're going to take thrower to give him quick hands to get the most out of these skills. That's why I've highlighted this. We need a throwing item. I don't think we have a single one to give him this skill. We obviously have to have it to do the skill, so let's wait. Let's go and buy him some really shit javelins or find some, and then we'll fix that. We can still do his stat upgrades now, though. And then we're going dodge, so 3 is okay. Or we can do extra health, which is also good. We won't take a 2 on fatigue. We would have if we'd rolled 3 or more. And do we want to push for this? On a thrower, maybe. Not particularly low fatigue to use throwing weapons. We're going to want muscularity if we're going into throwing as well. Oh my god, what is it with the bots today? Fuck off. Excuse my language. Dum 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 dum. Bear with me, guys. There we go, banned. Hey-ya. Right, well, what was I saying? Whoa, why have I gone all fuzzy? Let's try and fix that. Oh, Winnie hates his cam. Guess what he's going to be using with his Twitch money this month? We need a cam and we need a boom mic because I am tired of craning my neck to this little thing down here. So watch this space, guys. We are reinvesting all your generous subs, viewing hours, etc. into the channel. So we will be doing some equipment upgrades, and then everything else is just going to go on hold because we're going to put everything into the new rig next year, which is going to be like $2,000 probably. I tend to go big with rigs, and then they last 7-8 years, and this one is about 6-7 years old, so I'm going to come into the end of its life. I have boosted it as far as I can, but literally the chipset can't go any higher without upgrading the I forget the correct terminology. Basically the socket's been upgraded since on the motherboard, and I can't be asked to change the motherboard. For me, if you're going to change the motherboard, you may as well just get a whole new rig, because I haven't got the time or inclination to build the rig myself. I will do upgrades myself, but I can't be bothered to do the whole rig from scratch from an empty box. I just find it too much time and effort, and one RAM fails and you've got to send everything back. It's just, I haven't got the time. But I will be, but I will do graphics cards and RAM upgrades and easy things like that, obviously. But we just can't go any higher. We are capped out at the minute. The good thing is I've got plenty I can cannibalize from this system, but we're going to need new motherboard, new CPU, new GPU, which is basically where all the cost is anyway. Oh, what do we take? So he's going to be a hybrid sword lance, militia glaive, war scythe-esque plus throwing or sling. I'm saying throwing. Slinging is an option, but I think throwing is better. Although I've never actually taken the sling mastery, and apparently we can toss potions really far and other fun things. And I should try things I've never tried before. And we do have all the sling skills on this character. So that is an option. Huh. Rather than the throwing. We still need to take the throwing focus. Just to get quick hands, which is a bit of a waste, but we will get it back. Now I want quick hands now, so we're going to go and get a throwing weapon, and let's do the adaptive. because it takes 2 levels. So if we delay it another level, it's going to be actually 3 levels. So no, screw that. Right, let's just see if they've got any throwing weapons. Please have some sort of javelin I can pinch. Oh, it's an expensive waste. I don't like one uses, but if it gets us what we need, maybe that's an option. Oh, are they bad prices here? No, they're not bad prices. They're just expensive items. Oh, I don't really want to blow. I really want the boar spear as well. I don't really want to blow 500. Oh, and a militia glaive. Oh, these are all useful things we need. There's no point selling anything here, and we need tools, so we'll break all that shit down. Right, let's just do it. It's done. It's a waste of money, but we need to do this. We have to have that in hand to make this do this. This will grant the following perk skill: throwing, which gives us quick hands, which is all we really wanted. We can do throwing or we can do slings. That's the choice now. Do we go slings or do we go throwing? I just don't take throws very often. I think there's a reason for that, because there aren't many Legends throwing buffs. The one being muscularity, I think, gives you a little bit more damage. Throwing and bows. Oh, and bows. I didn't realise it was bows as well. I need to start taking that on archers. Damn, I thought it was only melee and throwing, which makes more sense to me because you're physically throwing it harder. Scaling on 10% of your current hit points and fatigue. Ah, so you need healthy, high fatigue monsters to do more damage. That makes sense. Okay. I mean, it does make sense on the bow if you had a bigger bow. It doesn't make sense on your current bow because you don't overdraw. But that's because Winnie's an archer in real life, and I will accept that is sometimes not fun in games for having that much realism. Anyway, that's not bad. 20% damage increase is significant. So, for your bags and belts, we don't have bags and belts, which also pushes me towards archery more than, or slings more than throwing. Oh, here's a thought. Throwing is 1 perk, which is throwing mastery, which you could actually forego, but you know it gives you a damage boost. So we could take throwing mastery, and there's nothing stopping us to do slings as well. And the slings, obviously the advantage of slings is we don't need any ammo, which is huge. So that fixes the bags and belts issue. So we could have a bundle of javelins, a sword lance, and a sling. Forgive me, I forget the name. Sling staff, is it called? Yeah, staff sling, got the words the wrong way around. We could do staff sling for launching bombs. Oh, but if we're going to launch bombs, we need to carry the bombs, which need bags and belts again. Okay, that's not going to work. No. We either go throwing or we go slings. Even with slings, if we're going to have sword lance, staff sling, we've only got 1 bomb that we can throw. No, it don't make sense. I think you need bags and belts to have an effective staff slinger, because I want a bit of choice, or I want more than 1 of whatever we're going to throw. You know, especially on the bigger fights. I feel like 1's not going to be that significant. So we'll take those out, and we'll stick with throwing. And we can still buff our ranged... Oh, we need to start buffing ranged defense as well. Okay, cool. Right, enough chitter. That'll do. We're going to take those stats. And we could take the 4, as we just discussed, to get the kickback from Wind Reader. I don't know how high we're going to get that and level everything else, so it's probably best just to ignore it. For now, at least. Again, we have a perfect focus option, which might be interesting on throwing weapons. 25% less fatigue. This one costs 15 fatigue, so we're going to get a 4 and a bit reduction, so I'll go down to about 11 when we get the throwing mastery. If we take this, it'll come down another 8%, so it might get down to 10. So essentially it's just like a spear in terms of the fatigue cost. Huh. Yeah, perfect focus is definitely... Again, haven't done it on throwing, and we've got this piercing shot as well. That might be interesting. If we're going to lean into mind over body, then fearsome might be interesting. We're opening up too many perks here, but there's definitely some flavour and options to go with. I like it. Yeah. Let's get this higher. 11%. Nice. Still don't understand that 70 equals 7% bollocks. If 70 equals 7 on resolve in that red number line, why is 64, which we've currently got, equal 11? I do not understand. Unless we have some negatives and it's going off the base number. Don't think we have negatives. No. Very odd. I should get that clarified. I'm obviously misinterpreting it, or they've mistyped something. I don't know. Right. You still want to carry the banner temporarily. We need a banner man. This guy needs relief of the banner. We don't have one. Right. Banner man has to be the next hire. We've only got one we can hire because we have this camp cook accountant. Oh, which is annoying. What else is on our sheet? We've got a servant. We've got a dagger guy, if I recall, from the last game, but he's rubbish. We've got, we want a cleaver whip guy, and we want a banner man. And we're going to just hire the first one we find. I'm not going to play games. So, we want a dagger guy that's better than our current dagger guy. We want a cleaver whip guy. We want a brawler. Any cool event guy. Hound master. Bannerman. The Bannerman, if we don't get the Bannerman first on that list, then we'll just keep using this one for now. Who's okay, you know. We're still getting a 6 buff, and most people are already in the low 40s at worst. I think 40 resolve there, so we're still getting 46 out of it. Not terrible. As long as we avoid Hex and some really tough fights, we should be fine. Right, enough waffling. Let's crack on. That's half an hour of levelling up. Just to remind everybody, it is a play-along run. Just because you missed the start, if you want to have a go, feel free. Even if you catch up on YouTube, the seed will still work. If you get legends, you leave all the default seed creation settings and put in the seed that's in the title, you will be able to play exactly the same start as us. You don't have to. It's just an option if you want to see if you can do better than me, which is not difficult. But that's okay, as long as you're having fun. Whilst we are trying to get better, I don't always believe in only min-maxing. I like exploring all the different backgrounds and having fun with it. The only way to learn if they're shit is to actually try them. And you get all the fun events that come with them as well. Armed career, treasury transfer. Let's just see which is going to pay the most. 260. 2 days to Tiefenbach. Don't really want to do escorts, but it's not a terrible idea sometimes. Try and push this one. Oh, nice. 4 days east to the southern cities. And we don't have to get food. 700, and we go to Eichendorf. So it's either 700 for Eichendorf, 260 for Tiefenbach. Eichendorf, where we have been. Tiefenbach's up this side. And then the southern city that it's give us the option for is this one. I don't think we've been to El Calabad yet. Which doesn't have a port. Why would you build a port when you're that close to the sea, eh? Oh, actually, that might be an enclosed lake. Either way. So, we actually want to go right up here for dogs and hound masters. Before the barbarians get a little bit too leery. Oh, the nomads are about to get crazy as well. Yeah, yeah, I think we go southern cities, you know. We've got enough wages for 4 days. We do just about. And we got some trade goods, although I don't think they'll buy dyes, but they might buy the amber. I shouldn't have bought that food. Ah, screw it, let's do it. All the best decisions in life begin. Ah, screw it, let's do it. It's a well-known fact that I just made up. Right, let us go. Caravan time. Salvaging, exciting, not. Oh. Saw a tip from someone the other day to always have this on. I didn't usually used to scout while I was roaming, but especially when you're doing a 4-day trip, that circle's going to get pretty big. Well, that helps to leave it on constantly. We're actually going to break in a second, but never mind. Right, that's that done. We're already at health. I think we're already fully repaired as well. We don't really... We could repair these, but I'm alright for a bit. Let's save our tools. We don't need food because we're on the roof. We could stockpile medicine and some... Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll look at doing ammo with the best 3. So maybe some crossover. Yeah, there is a little bit. And then we'll look at, is anyone about to level up and can train? And does anyone get a kick out of training? Oh, no, we never used Stefan for fighting, so he should always be training. There's an idea. And the 2, so brown shield and blue shield, not a million miles away from leveling up. They're not there, but so why don't we do Naked Boy can do that because we don't need him to cook right now. And then brown shield and blue shield. Are they any good at training? Not particularly. This one's good at training, so we'll also chuck them in. Right, that'll do, and we'll just let that run. No, can't be asked for the text. Yeah, join us, blah, blah, blah. Just realised we didn't set a scout as we said we would. Right. I'm going to do a lot less medicine, but that's alright. Let's see how this works. I don't really train often enough. Obviously, you do get injuries sometimes, but we'll see what happens. Hey, Picnic Ambi. Welcome in. Don't be alarmed, I'm saying hello. You're always welcome to lurk. I hope you're having a good morning or afternoon or evening, depending on where you are in the world. Just doing a little short stream today, or shorter, it's not that short. Probably about 3 hours, rather than our usual 4 and a bit. But we'll be back on tonight. UK time, about 8-ish, a bit earlier tonight, if you guys are interested. Hope you're having good days either way. Ray, we've got a decent slab of ammo for us here. It's like, what's our ammo cap actually? Oh, it won't let me look while we're moving. Oh no, it will. I just not clicked into the screen. 238, so we can only get 100 and change. Oh. It's a wild man, and we don't have a monk, although that doesn't always work, or a fellow wild man to tame him. We could risk it. We will get an injury sometimes. Do we want a wild man? Let's think. Wild men, I think a mace mastery for tier 1, which we haven't got. But I want to stick to our sort of loose short-term goal plan of cleaver, whip, brawler, dagger, or cool event, and this is not a cool event. This is just a barbarian. This is just a, yeah, I think it's a barbarian or a wild man. No, it's a wild man. No, I'm not going to risk it. You can get a much more favourable roll if you have other characters, but we don't. So we can only get 100 and change for the ammunition, which we're probably not going to go over, but we'll switch them more into gathering if we get close to that. What is exactly 138? So 10, 11. 111 is the max we can get. We're on 93. We're not particularly ranged heavy group, so it's good to max this out, and then we just don't have to worry about ammo for ages. Yeah, we're going to cap it out. Nice. There you go, 112. Right, we got some experience practicing. So we'll do a bit of heavy medicine gathering just on the last leg of this run. No one got tired, that was advantageous. And we did get the level up, nice. Sword, 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 we must buy a sword, keep forgetting. I know we didn't have the money in fairness. Right. So... yeah, so this is another... we're going to end up with 2 duelists here, but I'm alright with that. Underdog is good for a duelist if we're going to push that narrative. Don't think we have the fatigue to go medium, so we'll stick with light. We're not going ranged. We're not going spears, so I'm just going to tidy this tree up a little bit for us. What's this one? Evasion. It was character to move swiftly through any zone of control without incurring free attacks, but it costs 8 AP. So it's a free... it's like a thief's move in D&D, isn't it? So you can sort of tumble and roll through for all of your actions, pretty much. And a lot of fatigue, but 0 chance of getting hit. That's pretty cool. Oh, for the next whole turn. Sorry, it's even better. So you give up this turn, and the next turn you can literally just like a ethereal creature, just like slip through. That's pretty neat. I think Underdog is pretty overpowered here. I just want to double check. I don't think there's much of a choice. Yeah. So we don't have to worry about getting surrounded so much. I'd definitely take a 3 because we've been rolling poorly on this. We also want to think about Relentless. We want to bag our initiative through the roof. Oh, this is awful. We want that, that, and that. I hate trying to multi-stat. It's so tricky. We've got to keep pushing the attack, though. 63 is still relatively low for a level 6. As much as I'd like more health, because we don't have... but that's always going to be 4. That's our fallback stat. It is low, but we'll get there. Fatigue, again, would be nice. Really would be. And we've been trying to push resolve for this. We're already at 9% though. I'm alright with that. We don't need to go crazy now. Yeah, I think we're just going to try and keep them alive. Okay, 38. The dodge is good, but 11 of that is dodge, so we're 27 when the dodge runs out. And that's only because we're using a shield. We do have the shield skills though. We don't have to make this guy a duelist. This guy can stay sword and shield. That might make more sense for this build. So I'm going to put him in blue, and it's an option. We're definitely taking these 2 next to max out this damage reduction. Then we'll think about perfect focus or mind over body, or the shield skills, or relentless. I think that's about... those are the ones we want to really consider for this experimental build. And then, yeah, we got some potential boosts up here as well. Didn't get muscularity. It's a shame. But if we're going to do this for the resolve, again, we might want to consider fearsome. Oh, I want to fight lots of things that aren't undead now, if we're going to take all these fearsome builds. Right, I'm going to keep pushing the training. I never do training. We're going to really try and do that this time. See if we can speed level some of these guys. I'm going to try and hit some of these nomads before they suddenly learn how to dodge, which is imminent. 7 serpents. I wouldn't mind a serpent fight, because if we put it off, they'll just get progressively harder to do. If we can do a serpent fight now and get some potions out of it, that'd be awesome. Oh no, what's happened here? Burkhard the two-hander is holding out his arm, watching a long-legged spider trundling across his flesh. As the creature reaches the end of its newfound earth, the anatomist turns his arm, suggesting the spider continue on another way. He does this for a time, putting his fingers toward the ground, and the spider shuffles off entirely, perhaps not ever once aware it was on a living being. The anatomist writes down a few pages of notes. The other day I watched a spider jump 20 times its body length to snatch a fly, and the spider I've let go would, upon seeing its prey, speed across the ground like a hunting dog. It seems that the old gods have taken pity on us, scapegrace, for neither of these creatures can be found in their larger web-necked forms. While being tackled and ripped apart would be quite terrible, you tell him that being wrapped in a cocoon before having your blood sucked out by fangs is undoubtedly worse. The anatomist raises a finger. A common misconception, scapegrace, for the web-necked actually prefers to feed long after you're deceased. We believe its toxins are designed to target the belly, opening it up and using its fluids to melt you from the inside out. This is presumably why they hang their prey upside down, so the toxins can slosh over the organs, turning you into a sort of sack of fluids. The consuming phase of the process is merely one of digesting whatever's left. The only time they don't eat you is if they're placing their brood inside you, as the spiderlings will need sustenance upon hatching. That still sounds infinitely worse than being shanked by a hunting spider, but either way, you regret having the conversation and pursue it no further. Unfortunately, Frethard is nearby and has heard all too much, so Frethard is now scared of beasts, dissatisfied, and Burkhard gets a spirit boost, which is pointless because they can't start in confident morale. Great, he just scared the crap out of another guy. And we need to fight beasts because we need potions. That's really irritating. Ah, and he's not a terrible brother. He's not. Oh, I know he is. He's one of our bad tempos. Okay, another reason to sack him. So we need some better frontliners so we can sack some of these and rotate them out. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I've got the wrong thing on. Small people are certainly not sleeping. Small people are at school. I don't think I've got a stock. Oh, should we use an old one? Oh, use an old one. There we go. It's a fun one. Right, there we go. We're now well supplied. Lovely. Again, we didn't get injured. I wonder if I've just been really unlucky. Every time I've tried to train, I've got injured or tired. I've done a lot there and we've got away with it. I need to understand that mechanic better. And a little bit more medicine. Happy days. We've got quite a lot of medicine for a small group, though. And we've got capped out weapons as well. Sorry, ammo. Nice. Right, we'll do our Camp Cook level up. So I think alcohol brewing is a good option. Barter skill, I think, is better. And he basically becomes free. Or 10 crowns. What's he got? It costs 7 a day. And he's going to generate 10. Plus 1 crown per level. So he's going to generate 15 crowns. And cost us 7. Which means we're netting 8 off of him. And then he gets a wage bump. We're still going to be like 6 up for taking that. Plus 1% of barter, which is massive. So we'll take that for sure. And we'll take alcohol brewing next. It doesn't really matter what we take here because he's never going to fight. Okay, nice. And we've got Olaf. It's another bad tempo, so I don't want to spend too much time on him. We've gone shields. Ugh. Okay. No, I don't know. This guy's... Oh, God. Get all the stats one roll and then nothing the next. Going forged. And... push that into the hundreds. Yay, nice. Underdog or... spear skills. Quick hands as well. Oh, we were considering making them. I've got too many hybrid options here, but I guess it doesn't hurt to have a bunch of javelins. Did shield skills first. This one gives us damage reduction, which I sort of love. And his melee defense is pretty trash, so he needs all the damage reduction he can get. Yeah, we're going to lean into keeping him alive, as he is a bit easy to hit. And then Battle Forge kicks in next turn, and then we'll think about the spear skills after that. If we haven't sacked him at that point. Right, sound. And then backliner is a hybrid second liner. Again, we've got lots of hybrids this build. I don't really do hybrids, so this is fun to mess around with it. See what works, see what doesn't. Deserter, so low resolve, but I'm going to try and wait for better than 3s. Battle Forged and muscularity, so may as well go. We really need to bring that health up. We haven't got a Colossus yet either. 114 is excessive, but we again haven't got much armor on yet. And that's glitched out. Oh, I hate leaving 4s when they're not guaranteed. I'm going to take a risk here, leave him with low health for a bit, just because we're not always going to roll 4s. Whereas we're always going to get 4 on health, but we really need to push that health up. What perk do we want? Got quick hands already. We were thinking about going throwing rather than archery, but though we could do archery, it just means that we're not going to be able to carry more than 2 quivers, although we often don't go past 2 quivers. That's not awful. And then we can pole hammer over the top when we want to. Why did I highlight throwing? Is there a particular reason? No, I think now I know as well that muscularity helps bows. I can't believe I hadn't spotted that before. Do you know, in Legends, you think you've got a handle on it, and then you reread a perk and realise you misinterpreted a third of it. So we're going to do a Battle Forged Archer with Pole Hammer or Pole Mace, I think is the plan. And we've got bags and belts, so we can even make him lighter weight for the options, because obviously carrying those heavy two-handers is going to weigh him down. What do we want now? Fatigue reduction on a bow and a bit more range. Or a polearm mastery so we can swing it cheaper. If we use pole mace, pole hammer, militia glaive, sword lance, that's all pole arms, isn't it? So pole hammer might be a hammer, I can't remember. Either way, I think we're going to want polearm mastery. Yeah. So we do polearm mastery now. So we'll call him a polearm archer. And we're going to have fun with this build. So we want to start with the bow and switch to the glaive as they close. We need to give him a better bow as well. Right, sword, sword, sword. We must buy a sword. I keep forgetting. Just a shit sword. Doesn't have to be fancy. Safe will probably do, yeah. Or safe, however you say it. Arabic is not on point. Scimitar, that would be nice, but we are poor as fuck. And we can't sell goods to you, so this will do for now. I don't want him using a scythe until we get a famed one. be marginally less accurate. We'll keep a scythe spare, though, just in case. Okay. Oh, I hate buying stuff like that, but sometimes it's necessary. Good loot on the Ancient Dead. Do we have the penetration to actually deal with them? That's the question. Oh, I could let the dissatisfied guy just have a break in camp. I would have got rid of that. Where's the caravan going? No, well, we tried to push it, didn't work. $740. I mean, it's all right as long as it's not mummies. It shouldn't be mummies this early on. These fights can just be grim. There's no money in advance. They're already not that keen on us. I've got 2 weak points. That's the issue. Just can't take the blows of the Ancient Dead. We can't cut them down quickly either. No, I really want to take that because it's 1 skull, but I think it's just stupid. Tier 3, 55% wealth. I'm going to take a risk and run over there, I think. We've got a 3% barter multiplier. We really should be starting to get good profits now. We've got to just keep this trade going, and that'll fix a lot of our other issues. Seven serpents. If they fight me, I'm not going to run, but I'm not going to seek out the fight. Saw nomads. Fuck off. A leader and an executioner on day 37. With 9. No, run. We got all our nets equipped as well. No, we don't. There you go. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Just battery 40% just hit my headset by accident. Serpent quest. Again, we want potions, so it is tempting. Just can't sell shit here for profit. I can't even make a profit on those. Ah, man, the south is usually really good for selling. I guess these events are against us. For like 3 hyenas. Wow, that's 1,300 is very generous. The hyenas can go either way. With overwhelm, it's tricky. We've got a 33 defense and a 44 defense. And we've got somebody semi-accurate with a banner or thrown weapons. It's marginal. I think that would be a really tough fight. I think I'd rather fight serpents if we're going to do that. Which is also a risk. We're going to run out of money if we don't get out of here soon. We don't get quirks, so we don't get contracts until we get back to Carachel. Right, I think we're going to scout out this mountain range. And then... Shit, we haven't got the food to do this. No, we're not. We're going to bomb it back to that asset store. Go, 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 go. How are they running from me? That's insane. A leader and an executioner. 2 archers. That would just be horrific for us right now. I'm surprised the AI thinks he's so... it's just, there's more of us, but they are superior fighters. 15 thugs. What has gone on with this spawn? Jesus. Like, on a good day, we might be able to take them, but how have we gone from rabble to 15 thugs in, like, 3 days? Run away! This is what happens when you keep ship brothers. The AI thinks we're better than we are. Oh, sorry. I'm so jaded and bored by the tech stories that don't do anything. Forgive me if they interest you. But once you've played this game a while, they become dull. We could sell, but we're really selling ourselves short if we do that. I really want to find a better market. This is 16%. We want at least 20 or at least 18. Come on. If not, we're going to need to take a contract in advance, or we're going to get broke. Down to the bread line. Yeah, we'll have to just sell the goods if not. This has to be above 10, or we've made a mistake. We should have just sold at the last place, probably. 14, great. This game hates me. Give me a contract in advance. Yeah, stronghold, fine, whatever. Pay me in advance. 110, okay. Think about it. What else we got? Return item is even better. Let's talk pay. Paying me in advance. Okay. Southeast. That's south? What is wrong with this AI? Oh, I see. Actually, it knows what they're probably off to. Oh, man, I don't know why the AI's got so hard so quickly. Why are you upset? Oh, god damn it. I can't do this with such low morale. Please, please let have cheered you up. No. Oh, shit. Oh well, here's what it is. This is going to be... This would have been tough with normal morale. This may be a problem. God, the AI really suddenly ramped up. I think it is that we've leveled up Ship Brothers too far. Now we're going hungry again. Fuck! Come here, you bastards. It's daylight, okay. This might not go well. I'm not usually overly scared of thugs, but it's just the armor level bump with this bunch. We might be alright. Nice. Good start. This guy's got underdog, right? I wish they'd display underdog here. It'd be really helpful. Nice hit. No, I was going to spear wall, but these two don't want to close. These two don't want to close. So really I'm not achieving anything other than making this guy go around to hit my archer, which I don't want him to do anyway. So I either close here or here. Obviously closing here is a risk because he's going to go straight at the archers. His initiative is 68, we're 51 and 85. So we're going to get 2 stick bashes on the head, then he'll close. We might also be able to position him to strike first. 81 initiative. Yeah, okay, so we've got these two, can maybe put him down before he gets there. It's a risk, but I'm going to take it. So we're going to try and finish this off more rapidly. Nice. But this paid off. Does this now hurt me? Oh, I didn't factor in extras. So he's going to step there. Oh, he doesn't. He can't strike now. So he's going to step there. I think he just took Polearm Mastery as well. No, that was the other guy. Right. There. There. Ah, missed. Yeah, I can't. We have quick hands. We don't have quick hands yet. Melee defense 11, melee defense 23. We want him to hit the stick guy, so we will wait there. Yeah, spear wall was pointless in hindsight. Ah, he's closed that. Whoa. Nice. Good hit. Get ready to protect him there. Right, pull the hammer guy back to deal with these. Wait with the archer. Good. Good. Archer's now free to shoot. $48. Oh, we switched to Militia Glaive. Skill is down because of the morale. It could hit us on the head, but we've got full armor, so it's not the end of the world. I think we're okay here. We'll take a hit. This is slightly bigger threat. Again, we're not going to go down in one hit. Let's go and deal with this tin box armor. Nice. And then actually we'll hold this guy off the archer. Nice. Good dodges. 50% dodge, not too bad. Dodge these. Okay. Morale hit was painful, but never mind. Good. Fleeing here. Ow. Flails all bypassing my shields. Get ready here. Try to finish him off, didn't work. Okay, we got relatively lucky round on the amount of hits we received, actually. On that shot so much. I can even move to here. shoot this guy. We'll try and go for the morale debuff. Too far away, maybe it didn't work. Nice. Low head armor. Do we want to shield wall now? Oh, hang on, he's using flails. It's not going to help. Let's just kill him. I'll try to. Come on, boys. Hold one more round for me. Accent 3, accent 4. Good, fleet. Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Good lads. Charge the archers. Good. Nice. I should probably tag it down. They've got some good helmets there. Never mind. Rush the ending slightly there. Nice. Do we get any drops? We got one drop. Okay. Oh, we did. We got the padded mail shirt. That's nice. Probably not going to use the flails, but we'll give it a look. The rest is tools. Hey, Klania. Good, thanks. How you doing, man? Or lady, forgive me. Ambidextrous name. Do let me know. Don't want to upset you. But yeah, welcome in, man. Not bad. Anatomist is a tough start. We are starting to build up potions, but I've got a lot of wanting to sack brothers, so I haven't really committed the potions to anyone. But we do have a pretty basic apotheosis one for hit points and fatigue. We got a nice experience gain for King in Chains. I probably want to just commit that to somebody soon. And we also got the sustained injuries third. So some nice ones. I'm wondering if we do just build a mega Witcher and put them all on one. But I haven't found anyone that's that sexy yet. This guy's not bad with triple star defense, but I'm not sure. Could maybe do the sustained injuries one on him. Yeah. Oh, okay. So to give you a little bit of my story, so I used to play the crap out of this game and never get very far. And I played for like 400 hours, and like you, I'd pick it up, play for a bit, drop it, pick it up, play for a bit, drop it. And yeah, I started watching streamers, and then started streaming myself. And then after about 500 hours, it all started to click. But it was because I looked at others. But I like working games out for myself. But I did give up with this one, and then realised I was getting some of the mechanics wrong, etc. Assuming you're playing vanilla, this is the Legends mod, which if you played XCOM, I always compare it to the Long War mod, which is it completely changes the game. It's still the same game fundamentally, but we have layered armors here like this, which is very different, so we can take the layers off and add them on. You have loads of different backgrounds. Anatomist is not a good example because that's in the DLC, but you'll notice this one, Ironmonger, you won't see that in the original. You get washerwomen, milkmaids, you get Rangers, that's another generic. This is a new one, Mason. And then you also have very different perk trees like this, whereas the original you have one perk tree for everybody. So yeah, that comparison makes sense. Yeah, if you know Long War, I like saying Long War because Long War to me is like, it's not even a DLC, it's like a fucking totally different game. It's impressive and it's free, so that's why I really recommend Legends. If you go to my about page, I need to update it actually, and I will put a reference into the Legends Discord. I'll drop you one right now, just as a convenience, but it's also on my YouTube and all the descriptions, so it's if you need to find it. But if you, I'll be honest, if you just Google Legends Discord, it'll pop up. And if you go Nexus and type in Legends, and again, if you're, some people aren't keen on mods or they find it hard, this one's couldn't be easier. Don't unpack it, copy paste it into the data file, done. You need something called MSU and that's it. So, but all that information's on my YouTube, and you can always join the Discord and ask if you're getting stuck with that. The Legends Discord is really friendly and chill as well. Some mods can be like a bit cliquey. I mean, there's the odd tosser, but generally it's a really nice bunch. There you go. But yeah, but I would recommend getting the mechanics, the vanilla mechanics down first. But I have a fellow streamer, WynnieG, and he went straight to Legends, never even played vanilla. I wouldn't recommend that path, but he's doing well. So yeah, you're so welcome, man. But yeah, you're welcome. I actually started Legends as a come learn with me. We usually have quite a lively chat, but I don't stream this early this often. Usually got about 10 people in, and they're all, some of them are a lot better than me, and they're all great to ask questions of as well. So if you do have any questions, just drop in. I'm on most evenings UK time about 9 PM for about 4 hours. It is 11:20 in the morning for context. So I sometimes do day streams Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays. But yeah, anyway, you're very welcome. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask me. And I will, if you want me to explain some of the base mechanics or tips for fighting, I can do as we go. Right. This brother is a bit... Oh, no, this is a dagger brother. We've just not got to daggers yet because he's a bit rubbish. We're working on him. We keep rolling ones. It's like he doesn't want to be what we want him to be. We may have to let this guy go. But we got him for free off an event, so it's not the end of the world. We'll keep his health nice and chunky for time being, though. And we will... Oh, terrible rolls. Painful. Right, that's locked, so we'll do... Let's actually take this because we need the extra hit chance. This will really help our accuracy. We'll switch to a dagger sooner than we planned. We need a better shield on him though. Oh, forgot we got this new armor. So, good game of some base. Yeah, let's just armor this guy up. He's going to fight at the front. Yeah, screw it, that should be fine. And we'll put you in between these two. They should keep you alive. Right. $5 AM for you. No worries. It's all good, man. So... Yeah, so you're like East Coast of America, I'm guessing. Yeah. So you'll probably catch me on weekends more. So weekends is kinder for you. Well, it depends if you work nights or not. But yeah, or if you're a student. But I'll yeah. So usually I start my stream in 9.5 hours. So that would be what, +5 for you. So 2:30 in the afternoon for you till about 5:30. So yeah, if you're out in your afternoons, so you'll catch me. But everything's on YouTube. You can always catch up if you do like it. This stream is aimed at being a play along as well. So this is the Anatomists run, but for Legends. I guess you could do it on vanilla. But if you put the seed in, which is here, it's also in the title of the description, then you can play along yourself, set it to the difficulty you're comfortable with. I know you said you're returning to the game. I strongly recommend doing veteran combat. If you go to beginner, it's fine if you really struggle, but it gets you in bad habits because it makes you feel good and invincible, and then you'll realise that the mechanics are just being kind to you. So I always recommend people do veteran combat, but you can do easy economy. And yeah, just it's supposed to be hard, it's supposed to be unforgiving, is what I remind everyone. But if you can get through the initial like learning curve. It's really fun. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. What do you mean by the tutorial? You can't fail the first fight, obviously. There isn't really a tutorial. This is why the game's such a bitch, because it doesn't explain anything. You adore the soundtrack from this game. Yes. Do you know what? 880 hours. Still fucking love the soundtrack. And the mod doesn't give any extra music, I don't think. But I still like the originals. It gives. I particularly like going to fight barbarians. It gives me Vikings vibes. Used it for my Draw Steel TTRPG session this weekend, and it fit just perfectly. Forgive me, I don't know what Draw Steel is. Is that tabletop roleplay game? I used to play D&D. I'm old. I used to play 2nd edition. Before there was even... I don't even think we had half orcs in those days. No, yeah, it's really old school. And then I played a bit of 3rd edition before I went to uni, and then I sort of fell out of love with it. But now I'm at 21 days, I think. All the previous runs were 7 days or less. Yeah, that's fine, man. I can definitely give you some beginner pointers. I don't like patronising people, so I just need to sort of find people's level before I start ranting. Because, yeah, I don't want you to be like, oh, no, I can get to day 100. It's like, okay, that's different advice, you know. Yeah, there's the Discord link if you want to. Stream Elements has just kicked it out. If you want to join, it's also a really good place to ask questions. My community's a bit smaller than the Legends Discord, so if you feel a bit overwhelmed, you're always welcome to come and ask in ours. Got a few people that are very happy to contribute their thoughts. Most are friendly. I'm working on some of them that like to say, you must do things this way. I don't like that vibe. The whole point of Brow Brothers is there's lots of different ways to skin an onion, but there are some good beginner tips to be followed for sure. But I do like doing different backgrounds and mixes. I like having fun. You don't always have to min-max, you know. Sometimes it's just good to explore backgrounds. Draw Steel is a new pen and paper RPG from Matt Colville's MCDM company. It's the spiritual successor to 4th edition D&D. Cool. I think I played 3rd edition, so I don't know how old you are, but the edition, I remember the original edition was when I was very small. I was only like 11. But when I played as a sort of young adult, like teenager, it was where they brought out prestige classes, because I remember I was a Dragon Disciple, and that was quite a new thing. They didn't have prestige classes before that. I think it was 3rd edition. But yeah, I find with D&D you've got to find I knew that was coming, Teddy. You've got to find the right sort of people to play with. Some people love the roleplay side of it, some people love the combat side of it, some people like the hybrid. The last time I tried to play, I joined a group who were really into roleplay, and after an hour and a half of being in a city trying to buy a sword, I was like, okay, I'm really done role-playing every shopkeeper. Like, can we just go and do a dungeon? But it's finding the right group. Everybody tells me, because I like the combat mechanics, that I should probably try Pathfinder, because apparently that's a little bit more combat-focused, and I enjoy that side of it. But yeah, it's finding the right group. And there's nothing wrong with people that like the role-playing side of it. It's just finding people that like what you like. But I do miss D&D. But I play a lot of board games now. But I'm hoping to get into some of those as well. Like Hero Quest is where I started when I was very young, which has just been re-released. Well, it's not as good as the original. The models are a bit less good. But yes, Teddy, you do need 4 spare shields. Me and Teddy first met and he had like 20 shields, and I was watching his stream going, I think you could sell a few of those, dude. But he's right, you should keep 3 or 4, not 14. It's a bit of our old in-joke with us now. Right, at least I've got ammo. We need to break this stuff down for tools, but I don't really want to stop. We are desperate for cash, desperate for food. We're doing okay on Brothers, but the curve seems to have just spiked on us. So I think there's a catch-22 now. It's suddenly started spitting out tougher fights with thugs, like, and not just 2 or 3, but like 20. And I think it's because we've kept shit brothers and they're too high level, so I need to sack some. But I don't want to sack them because we need money, and to get the money, we need brothers. So this is one of those horrible situations now. I probably want to shave at least 1 brother off. And we only need a smidge of food because we have a camp cook who can probably generate some food. I really would love an escort caravan quest. Ask and ye shall provide. This game never does that. This is going to end horribly. I don't want a payment per head. Just give me money, type bastard. 4 days up north. Oh, this is risky-ish. But it solves the food problem. I don't think we've got 4 days of wages, though. That's the problem. Nope, we don't. How much more do we need? 125 times 4 is 500. We don't need much. Let's get ripped off for 30 gold. Oh, I can't even make a profit on those. I said 500, but this game's math is sometimes funky, so let's push us slightly above 500. That's about as much as we can sell without losing money. Right, let's do this. We are on the bread line. Do we let someone go? Oh, we're not going to have enough tools to repair all this shite either. Fuck. Right, who's the worst? We've got Tempo Spear Dude, 2260. He probably needs to go. Keep the Anatomist. Blacksmith, again, not great. But he's reducing our tool use, so we'll keep him for now. Dagger guy's just been promoted to the front line. We don't even have a decent dagger. God, this is shameful. Oh, hang on. Well, yes, we do. Whoops. There we go. Spear. This is our good spearman for now. Decent polearm archer, but weird build. Decent polearm. So throwing temporary bannerman hybrid, and then guy who makes arrows, and we've yet to find a good source of wood, but we're going to get rid of him as soon as we've made enough arrows. So there's loads to get rid of, and then camp cook / accountant. We've got a barter to 3%. We just can't find a decent place to sell stuff. You found 110 armor and was really happy till I took damage, and now it's going to be like a month before it's repaired. Yeah, but this is Legends. It's a bit different. For yours, you just got to get tools and run around. Yours will soon repair. For us, we have to actually repair it in the tent, or it repairs really slowly. But yeah, if you just get tools, yours should repair quite quickly. You only got to wait like a few hours, half a day, that sort of thing. Right, so I'm going to keep them all, I think. It's the tools is the problem. These are both 15. We can break these down. Just make sure everybody's definitely got a layer 2. Yeah, cool. Should have asked for money in advance on this one. Problem is, if we don't make the end of this quest, the good thing is we can salvage everything and repair everything. Shit, we need 20. We've got 6. And we're going to get 6 more. So we've got 12. We're 8 short. So we need to be specific in what we repair here. Not the shields. Not a 92% bows. We can cope with that. Oh, damn it. That resets it. That's quite a heavy helmet, so we'll leave that. We'll do it something like that. Now, if we use more people, it should reduce the amount of tools we use, I think. Or does it just speed it up? Let me just check. Items will repair slowly, yada yada yada. Default repair speeds. The more people assigned to repair, the quicker the repairs. Mercenaries with repair skills will increase the speed even further and may save you tools. Oh, yeah, because we've got the blacksmith. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll salvage afterwards. Oh, we immediately ran out of the tools. That's how fast it was. Now we'll do the same. Mass salvage. Try and get as much as we can out of this. I wish you could tell them to not repair. Oh, you could have actually. I should have taken them out of the slot just so that we didn't waste the tools. Never mind. Okay. Everything but that helmet. He's a backliner anyway. We should be okay. Right. Let's heal everybody. No, I couldn't beat the Spartan out of him. Never mind. This guy is still dissatisfied, so let's fix that. So that one's chilling out, so he gets happy, and then everybody else we want to. I think we're going to mass gather food. Now, as long as we camp until the city, the food should spit out at the same time. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no, that's fine. And then hopefully we will get some decent, like, cured meats, etc. Oh, we're so desperate for cash, we may actually sell the food. So if we can do this, if we don't get attacked and we can do food all the way there, which is unlikely on a 4-day countdown, we can actually sell a bunch of this. Or we just got saved from goblins by some militia. We could even sell it on the way. Ah, come on, we need to be daytime. Nah, it's not going to be daytime when we go through here. I was saying that we could sell it to the black market if we get lucky. Hey, Wabbalam, how are you doing? There we go. This is our cooking starting to kick in. Oh, brilliant! It is daytime. Nice. No shite prices. God, this game is riding me today. We're broke, Wabba. We're paupers. We're trying to peddle goods as best we can. It's not happening. I'm going to sell one cheese just to get us over the line. Grubs are useless anyway. And that's about to rot, and we don't need it because we're in a caravan. Let's get rid of anything that's going to rot. I take a tiny bit of cash, even at these prices. Right, we'll continue with this strategy. Doing good, so I think camp cooking is better. Yeah, I do too. I honestly, especially if you do a caravan runs. It's the thing that wound me up in my Discord the other day. Somebody was talking about it. It might have been in chat. People were like, "Oh, it's rubbish. You know, when you've got 18 brothers late game and 10,000 crowns, you can just buy food." Well, yeah, well, everything's rubbish at late game when you're loaded. It's not what it's for. But early game and mid game, I think it can save you. I think saving food, saving tools is essentially saving you money because you have to buy all those things. So yeah, I think it has a place. Nice. Yeah, especially if you do it this way with a servant, because he has all of those are utilitarian sort of perks. I think that one might be an in-game one, but yeah. We're not going to take some of these, but basic rundown is food, booze, gets rid of his own wages by generating money and increases barter and reduces wages, and then I forget the other ones. Reduces food consumption. So it's all like reduce food, reduce money. Like he pays for himself basically, but I guess the trade-off is you got one less brother fighting. So, but yeah, the servant sort of condenses it into one character, which I think is slightly more efficient than wasting 1 or 2 perks on a fighter, which essentially makes him weaker. No, barbarians. We should be alright. 9 barbarians should be okay. Yeah, exactly, Webber. Yeah, and once you got 50,000 coins, then you don't need those sorts of characters. But I still think it has a place. Like, the barter is still good. The barter pays for itself. Because even if you're just selling... Oh, wow. How did he hit... What happened there? Oh, was it this one? Wow, Militia Veteran. This is a decent caravan we're with. Caravans usually rubbish. Usually that's only the southern caravans that are this strong. This is really good. Right, I just need to make sure I get the kills. I really need javelins. So I need to kill these while they're using the javelins. So I believe it only drops if it's in hand, but I could have got that wrong. Let's see if we can kill this guy. Nice. We got a club at least. We are desperate for cash, so we want every kill and every bit of gear we can get. Oh, I need to kill him before he switches weapons. Shit, we don't have Dagger Mastery yet. This might have been a bit preemptive, but we will be accurate because we've got the other skill. Does that work on Stagger? Stunned, sleeping, distracted, dazed, baffled, webbed, staggered. Yes, it does. So the hammer guy can stagger them and then he can stab them with the death blow. Nice. We're not going to wait this turn, though. Oh, no, yes, we are. Don't kill him. It's mine. Q. This is the one we want to kill, though. I'm actually tempted to do that because I don't care if I hit his guy or not. I'm actually going to do that. No, it didn't work. It's another reason to take Relentless as well, so we can baffle them, and then the dagger guy can... damn it, I wanted those. The dagger guy can then death blow with this when they're baffled, which is pretty neat. Not interested in killing the dog, because it doesn't drop anything. That's that sword guy, Wabber. I've given him a sword now, but he's got the sickle sword to hit skill. He's getting 95% against thralls at this point. Oh, there is 0 defense, but still, considering everyone else is getting like 60s or 50 in this case. Yeah, he's pretty useful. So yeah, this run is going well. We're just really on the breadline, but I think we're going to turn the corner with that. I just need to sack and neaten up my line because the AI is spawning out 15 thugs and executioners and all sorts that we have got no chance against with this ragtag bunch. So I need to do some adjustments. Ow, wow, double bleed, that's not good. I love how rotation gives them a debuff just from his presence, even though there was already a guy there. It seems strange, that one. I'd never noticed that before as well. It might be worth rotating just to get morale debuffs. Or morale tests, I should say. Oh, he's primed to have that spear drop. This is why you need 4 spare shields, yeah. Sorry, I missed that comment. Now, the spare shields is for axe guys, particularly, or mostly orcs. They just smash your shields apart. It's a good early game tip as well, Kalani, because I know you said you keep coming back to the game and you've not really got past day 20. So yeah, I was going to do beginner tips and I got distracted. So yeah, one beginner tip is it seems like a good idea to destroy shields. Don't, because all you're doing is making them hit you harder. You only want to destroy shield if you think you can kill him with your other bros the same turn, because making him wield a one-handed weapon in 2 hands means he does 25% extra damage. So whilst you will increase your hit chance, you are going to make him hit you harder. So against tricky opponents or tough opponents, don't do it. Just take the lower percentage to hit and just keep hitting him as many times as you can. But if you've got 4 bros surrounding him, destroy the shield and then attack with the others. Otherwise, you're just making him hurt you that much more. But yeah, so the basic rule is that you run up or base them so they're in melee range, but then wait. I'm not going to do it on this instance because I'm trying to get the kills before the AI kills them. But if it wasn't an AI helping us, we would wait, then move the next guy up, wait, and when it goes back to the first guy, we would hit. And every guy basing him reduces his melee down. So on Legends, it shows you'll see it's 0 defense at the moment. That's mostly because we've got 4 guys touching him. So it would have been about 15 or 20 otherwise. And that is not explained in the tutorial. I say tutorial, it's pretty basic. But that's a really good early tip for you just to understand that mechanic. I'll do a shout out as well. I was... Sorry, Wabbit. Lamb. Wabber's another Legends streamer if you do want to watch more Legends. He is often on in the daytime when I'm not on. No worries. Frosty Tales gives him a little summary there. He does all sorts as well if you're interested in other games. We've got a few drops here. I think the AI is going to get these last 2 kills. Oh, not if he keeps missing. Oh, he's going to block me there so I can't get the kills myself. Oh, that one's primed if we can get to him. Go on. Yes, and we get the experience for the dagger guy. Nice. Happy days. Oh, yeah, I need to kill this before he bleeds out. Oh, that's that pole arm. We can move twice and still swing. That's nice. Or we can shoot and swing and stay still with quick hands. Hey, we got the kill. Nice. Don't think we got the javelins, which is what I really wanted, but we got some stuff we can sell and we're desperate for cash. These have nice attachments, so that's alright. And we'll always take the tools, especially right now. Happy days. Let's see what level ups we got. More importantly, we'll take these attachments, which give no weight. So these are perfect for your dodge brothers, which we have far too many of, but that's just how we've managed to roll the builds on this one. Right, level up. Good duelist. I need a decision on this one, Webber. Any opinions on what sort of duelist or two-hander you'd make this one? I'm leaning duelist because he doesn't have reach advantage, so it's like I don't really see the advantage of going two-handed. I mean, other than that he'll survive more, but he doesn't have any skills that lend itself to it, whereas he does have duelist, so I'm thinking maybe we go that route. But we could also do some sort of heavy fatigue, perfect focus two-hander, which I've never tried. I imagine it won't be worth it, but if we could swing the more times with the two-hander, it might also be devastating, and we just like pull that trigger now and again. But again, we would need some sort of recover. We do have recover, actually. That might be interesting. I just want to see how these builds work and if you can use perfect focus in different ways. I wonder if a two-hander would work. So nimble, freedom of movement, mind over body, perfect focus, two-hander. Shame he doesn't have weapon reach, but that might work. And then see how many swings we can pull off. Shame we don't have berserk on him as well. Two-handed flail. I'm not a big two-handed flail guy. Do you know why? I don't like round swing and whatever the equivalent of flail is. I don't, because it's. I often find that I can't use it because my bros are in the way. So I prefer axes, hammers, and swords for those area of effect attacks. But I guess the flail's pretty solid for completely crushing any shield guys, so maybe it's worth a shout. I don't usually use them though. Headhunter, use the 100 head hit and then follow it with the low fatigue one. Yeah, so you get 2 head hits. That's very true. Yeah, don't hate that. Hey, ooh, how do we say this? Geusticks? Geusticks? G? Let me know. Welcome though. We're alright, thank you. Well, I'm alright. I can't speak for everyone. Thanks for joining. How's life treating you? Like justice in English. Justice. Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you. That was very well explained. Welcome in. I don't think I've seen you chatting before. Yeah, first time chatter. Well done. Welcome in. More importantly, how are you? We are trying to limp along this ragtag bunch of anatomists on Legends. We're polishing turds instead of sacking them, which is my habit. Not gonna lie, best explanation I've heard of someone to say a name. Yeah. Ian Lunch, nice, nice man. Are you a Battle Brothers fan? Did you play Vanilla? Do you play Legends? I'm just asking, so I like to pitch my speech accordingly. Or ask you questions if you're going to tell me you've played Legends for 1,000 hours. Right, let me just get these level ups done. I'm getting really warm. Let me just crack a window as well. Oh. Uber Tonk with staff spins. Yeah, I've tried that a couple of times, but I think that's a waste of a triple star. It just doesn't have the damage output. But they are... you need stick fighting as well, in my opinion. I don't think it's worth taking the staffs. It's usually up here, and stick fighting gives you like plus 12 defense. Something like that. It's incredible. It's like better than a shield. Yeah, so I do like it with stick fighting. Without stick fighting, I find the staffs a bit pointless. Although it does boost your underdog as well, so... No, I think, well, I like your flail idea. We just got to get one, that's the problem. Right, we've already taken a nimble, so we're on this tier. I do quite like this fatigue reduction 8%. And that's setting up perfect focus, which I want to try on either a swordsman or a spearman. Either way. So I think we might just set that up, and then we'll take the specialty when we find a two-hander, or have to inevitably buy one. So we'll hold off on duelist for now. Also, 16 is not that great. I thought that glitched 44. That's more like it. But I quite like having a super tanky guy at this point. I say super tank for the level we're at. He's pretty super. He's not going to be that by end game, and we do have taunt. So actually, we could also spec him into a. We just don't have shields, which again we could take with adaptive, but I don't really want to. It's whether we just switch into just swords and just give up with this approach and do sword duelist. That was the other thing I was thinking. I think either way, this goes with all of the things I've described. So I think we'll take Mind Never Body and then circle back. Sorry, Justice, I've just... missed your reply. So I always wanted to start this game but never did. I have on my Steam account with 0 hours. Ah, okay. So this is one I played for hundreds of hours, but like in 20, 50 hour bursts and never really got far. And I finally gave up trying to crack it myself and started watching Twitches, and then after being nudged by mates, started streaming myself about 6-7 months ago, and here we are. So, but you're very welcome. I've been playing for about... I think we're just about to go past 900 hours now. Legends about 300 hours. But Legends is great. It's like long mod on, Long War on XCOM is how I describe it. In that it's a huge mod that changes the game a lot. But yeah, get to grips with vanilla would be my advice. Ask questions, and then when you want, if you like high fantasy with magic and some other things mixed in, and a load of different skill trees for every different background, rather than just your generic one, and I'd argue there's probably an extra 100 perks thrown in, then Legends will be your cup of tea. It's not for everybody, but yeah, a lot of people prefer vanilla, but I absolutely love Legends. It gives a lot more depth and a lot more fun to be had with. There's also extra hard monsters, so there's ghouls, or they're called Nakanezas, but most people call them nachos. But then on this you have like an upgraded version called ghouls, which are really challenging to kill. And if you do kill them, you can make a ghoul mask, which allows you to become a cannibal like them and eat the corpses. So there's lots of fun things like that, not to give you too many spoilers. So yeah, these are different skills. Sorry, yeah, skill tree is different. Different skills for every single background. And even if you hire the same background as... it gives you trees of skills. So for example, let me just show you one as an example. So this is the Anatomist. The Anatomist has access, you see at the very top it says background type educated. So he gets this from the intelligent perk group student. But if I have another Anatomist, let me see if I can find an example. Okay, that's a terrible example. Let me see. So this guy's got recover, which is from the fit perk group. And this Anatomist does not have recover at the top. Look, the lungs are missing. So you get access to the same trees, but it randomizes each time you hire one. So you'll still get some commonalities or hard skills that are in everyone, but you might not get...
Sean the Popper Beard just became a winner gamer.
Like 2 blacksmiths, they still will be a little bit different, sometimes a lot different. And I like that, because it saves you... If you learn to play vanilla, after a while you'll build one of 5 brothers and you'll just build the same perk setup, because it's like 11, 12 skills, whatever it is, perks. This allows you to sort of go, oh, I want to make him Battleforged, oh, I don't have Battleforged, so I'm going to have to do something else, and it sort of makes you sort of fit them into different ways, and I quite like that. It's a bit more fun, and it makes them feel a bit more personable. There's also extra perks as well and different things that they've added in, and you also have men and women. So women have 10 less health but 10 more fatigue. You can turn that off if that offends you. You can just have them as generic models and be exactly the same, but it just gives another dimension. And yeah, there's loads of extra backgrounds. Some more fun than others. Eat the corpses is, yeah. I didn't mention though, Kalania, if you eat the corpse like the ghouls, if you didn't know, that's what nachos do to evolve. They get nastier. But if you do it, you heal. But if you're within 4 towers of a friendly brother, they take a morale check to be not freaked out by you eating a corpse mid-fight. Anyway. I'm not going to stop prattling on a little bit, but yeah, that's why all the trees look different. So this is our Anatomist. Anatomists are in the DLC for the vanilla, by the way. They just don't look like this skill tree. But they still make potions in the same way. I call them witchers, basically. They're making like witcher potions that make you sick and then make you stronger. Right, so what were we prattling on about? We were going to take this, weren't we? Yeah, we're still going to do that. Because that works with all the things we're trying to achieve. You lying bastard. So, right. Before you... Wow, but look at this. That's pissed me right off. Right? Wow, but you see that it says there at the bottom, by the star, all your fatigue costs are reduced by 9%. Well, it just said that. I think it said 11 on the other one. Which really confused me, because if you notice on Resolve, we've got 59. And it says 70 Resolve gives you a 7% fatigue reduction. But it says... At the bottom calculation, you're going to get a 9% reduction, even though we're on 59 Resolve. Then when you take the skill, it fucking lies to you and says, nah, you ain't got enough. Well, why did you tell me I was going to get 9% then, you lying bastard? That's really annoyed me. So that text above is correct, but for some reason, the calculator that tells you what it's going to spit out is wrong. I call it the calculator because it does it on muscularity. You'll notice at the bottom it does the math for you on that one and says what the damage output's going to be. I wonder if that's flawed as well. That's irritating. I'm going to have to highlight that. It's a little bug, I think. What is your banner Resolve? 64. But see, it says 11 there, but it's lying. Once you click it, it'll say that doesn't work. That should be giving 6.4% basically. I don't know why it's displaying 11. But yeah, I think it's bugged. Anyway, I've taken a useless perk now, which is really irritating, but we can try and... We need to push this above 70 now, otherwise we just wasted the level up. Never mind. We will be able to get there, it's just I'm not going to get it for 3 levels, so I've just wasted a perk for 3 levels, which is really painful. What we'll do is we'll try and get some we'll try and get some fatigue boosting arms and armor, and that'll fix it. Sorry, I got into a little rant there. I was annoyed at the game. Shawnee Papabeer, great name. Thanks very much for the follow. Appreciate you. Am I playing the latest version of Legends mod? Yes, as I'm having issues with it. Did the patch and everything, but it's very buggy. I'm gonna take a clairvoyant guess at the bug you're getting, Shawnee. If you're new to the game, if you've been playing Legends for a while, then ignore me and just tell me you've been playing for a while. But if it's your first install, you're probably not using the executable from the Discord, and it has like a memory bug where Steam caps its memory, I think because of the base game, at a certain point, and Legends needs more memory than that. So you can give it more memory, but you need to use their executable to override that command. If you don't do that, my clairvoyant guess of the bug you're getting is like a graphical green blob on the character when you're fighting. It's like a graphic glitch. If you're getting the bug I'm describing, you just need to go and grab the executable from the Legends Discord, replace it, and it'll fix it. Yeah, if you're new to the game, then that's definitely what you need to do. So I already linked the Discord earlier, so I will copy paste. 2 seconds. Save you some faffing about. So if you go on there, I can't remember exactly where it is, but if you go on there, it'll be in the FAQs or in the early guide. But just go and grab it from there, download that, replace your executable. If you've ever done any sort of, not that we would ever condone, but if you've ever done any sort of naughty things in your youth with games, it's the same as putting a crack file in. You're just replacing the executable. But there is a reason for this one. This one isn't doing anything nefarious. It's just opening that memory, and then you'll find you'll never get that graphic glitch again. If you do the other solution, if you don't want to do what I've just described, is you can just save it, close it, and open it again. That usually fixes it, but it's better to permanently fix it. Mostly around the undead, you kill them, but they don't die. Oh no, that's a different bug. I'd still do what I've said though, because it could be a memory issue. They drop their weapons, you can't target them anymore, but they can still attack you. And random FPS dead drops. Cool. So the other thing you can do, again, the Legends community is really, really good. There's a really good mods. Particularly Abyss is really good, who's also the creator of Row 2, which is like a spin-off Extra Legends one. I won't get into that too much, but if you go and post on there a question, they will ask you to post the log, which again, there's instructions on how to do that. There's like a log file. So when you have the glitch, you can just save the log file, upload it, and they'll be able to tell you. But normally, the issue with Legends, if you're having again glitches like you've described, is normally because you have another mod that is breaking it. So again, if you post on Legends, when you do the log file, the first thing they'll do is they'll look at your other mods, which the log file tells them, and it might be you have a clash with a mod. I only have Perk Planner, which is this one with all the coloured circles. Strongly recommend Perk Planner. It makes the game a lot easier when you're learning. And I also have just to show me the town percentages when we get closer, just to save me keeping a shield to work out if the prices are good or not. Those are the only two mods I use, and they don't cause issues. But yeah, take your other mods out. And again, if you can't be asked doing all that, just take your other mods out, play Legends Pure, and it'll probably fix it. And if it does, then it's one of your mods clashing. But no, I haven't had the issues you've described. Even your Swifter mod is buggy. Times 8 speed doesn't work at all and it freezes. Yeah, no worries. Wabber, if you're still around, what is the speed mod that you use? I think you're using one. I could be wrong. If not, again, there's loads of other streamers that play Legends. Indomitable Snowman, you could ask him. Swifter. So Wabber uses Swifter. Maybe try that one. There's loads of different speed up mods. But I know Wabber's has been running pretty cleanly, so try that one. Right, what was I doing? Bowyer. We're only keeping this guy to make arrows, but at this point we will take Bullseye, Alert, Quick Hands, or Bow Mastery. I don't think Quick Hands is useful until we get bags and belts, and we're not really using 20 arrows, so I think that's fine. Yeah, we'll take the Bow Mastery for the extra range more than anything else. Sweet. But yeah, perk Planner allows you to do, in this case, teal, green, and blackout circles, and it really helps when you're learning Legends, because you can then say, this guy's not ranged, and take out all the ranged perks, and that just makes the board a little bit easier to digest, or at least it does for me. So I'm a big fan of it. Why do we keep rolling 2s on range? It's so annoying, or low rolls. We don't need anything else. We just want to shoot more accurately, though, so we will take it. This guy is so temporary. Honestly, I've got like 3 temporary brothers. This is why we're getting caned. So we're cooking. Oh, is this guy cheered up now? Oh yeah, it's ecstatic because he's had like 2 days off. We can risk some training maybe. Is anybody about to level up? I say risk training because you can get injured. And we'll let the cook... I know the cook's cooking. Right. Margarita can train as well. Oh, and somebody should be healing. There we go. Go. Right. Oh. Faster doesn't work anymore. It only wants swifter. There you go. There's another mod needed for swifter. Hooks. Yeah, I always have hooks. Oh, I didn't even see what's attacked us. We're in a caravan anyway. I'll just quickly rattle off the ones I'm using, but they're all just perfunctory ones. So so I've got Legends 19.1.45. 45 is the important bit, which I think is the latest because it didn't give me a warning when I loaded today. I'm also using MSU, which helps load it all in. One ending 706, but it's MSU. Oh no, so that's the settlement prices. Sorry. I use Legends Assets 0.27, Modern Hooks 177, Plan Perks 177, and have I got and then the MSU base file 8841. But I can drop all that into Discord. If you join my Discord, I can share all the links for those if you want to be lazy. But it's all on Nexus. Alright, I don't even know what this fight is. Okay, looks like thugs. Yeah, thugs. Some rabble and some dogs. So we'll kill the rabble quickly and they'll all break. Because bandits are pussies. Especially rabble. Could hold the hill here, do 1v1 and then downhill fights. He has ridiculously good melee defense, so that's safe. Or we could hold there and be obnoxious and shield a spear wall. And they'll be forced to go around, whereas red. Yeah, they'll be forced to go over that. That's an option. I think I like the aggressive move here, actually. Yeah, we're going to dive in there. Well, if he's daft enough to fight us uphill, he will get poked. So if we can... Going to go for a long shot ricochet because it'll bounce off here if we miss, and there's a good chance we'll hit somebody else. Not that time. No, okay, didn't work that time. I'm going to protect this guy. Good, he's fighting uphill. Another real big beginner tip for whoever was asking earlier. Yeah, use the terrain. Can't stress that enough. If there's a hill behind you, 4 tiles, back up. Don't engage the enemy, back up, stand on the hill. And the AI is quite simple. If it has more ranged units than you, it thinks it has a range advantage regardless of skill. And they will stand still and shoot you. They will not approach until you base at least 1 in melee. Then they'll suddenly get released like a dog on a leash. So if you have the same or more archers than them, sit tight or back up to a hill. And there are a few ways of making them come at you. But mostly it's just get somebody into melee range. And then they'll all start coming forward. So you can waste a dog that way. Just launch a dog at them. That's the one way of making them attack. But yeah, use the terrain. The height advantage is significant. And if you can get an archer 2 or 3 tiles up, it's really significant. You have further range and you'll be much more accurate. Oh, come on, kill the damn dog. Yeah, Wabber, every time I did it for a while, I got exhausted, which is really negative. And it's a risk if you then get ambushed or attacked and you've got like 4 exhausted guys. So I've been doing it sparingly, but I pushed it more today and it seems to work. But you really need the training camp, or you need to use the training camps in the citadels that have it, because you get like a training legends thing, and if you max it out, you get an extra perk out of it, and extra stat boosts. But it's quite hard to do it without the training camp in your shit. I've been a bit unwise here. Oh god, I may have been a bit bold. Right, let's kill the rabble and try and scare them. Saying that if I kill this rabble, who's not very accurate, they're going to come up. My melee defense, even when surrounded, is still 31, so let's kill that one. I said kill him. Thank you. Good listening. Right, I need someone to come and back him up rapidly. This has been a little bit overly aggressive. I do not want to lose that brother. Right, you're free. Dive in there. Pathfinder's another good skill because the forests really slow you down. There we go. Alright, we're good now. Nope, not good luck today. Good. Okay, we're going to watch that scythe. It's got a range on it. That's a thug as well. So I'm gonna back up here and make him come forwards. So we're out of his range. Actually, I'm gonna dive in here just to make sure this guy's got some backup. I should have kept the swordsman up top, never mind. Oh, we got a spear there as well. No worries, thanks for dropping in, Justice. Chuck us a follow and hopefully we'll see you next time. Appreciate you, man. If you got any questions, the Discord, you're always welcome. Oh, alright, be right back, guys. There's someone at my front door. Sorry about that, guys. Right. Oh, it was nice to have some new people dropping in. Right, where was I? Nice. Alright, so we've got wavering, thug with a spear, and we've got an axe.
He's not wavering, but he's more of a threat in my opinion, because he's going to do a lot more damage than the spear. Or the spear's more accurate. Yeah, the spear's more accurate. Now let's pop him down. Come on, break him out. Oh, so unlucky. 80% it catches it on the buckler. Oh, I've just stepped into range of the side like an idiot. Hey, right, let's go and charge this guy. Okay, he missed. We got lucky. Ayah! So this guy's defense was decent. God, it's not at all. Jesus. Okay, well, he was supposed to be a temp. If he dies, he dies. That's going to make us up 15 to 31. I think we're going to do it. The flail is a danger. Well, we've just got higher initiative than him, so we can step back and make him come off the hill before we charge him. Oh, nice. Caravan Guard actually did something useful. Nice. Militia glaives for the win. Ah, there goes the Pama guy. Well, we needed some new blood. They killed him as well. Nice. So one new spear gone right, back up, make him come to us. He's probably going to get a swipe across all three of us, but at least he's off the hill, and then we'll charge him. There he goes. Yep, okay. Dodged it, mostly. Now we go for it. Come on, Buckard, survive, survive. This fight is tougher than I expected. Probably should have hung back more and let the caravan guards take some of the brunt of this, but hindsight's a bitch. Okay, nice. Oh, come on. Hold, hold, hold. Yes, yes, they're breaking. Nice. We really needed that. Good. I need to get out of this spot. These are fleeing. I'm actually going to back out. Let's get him safe. This is one of the few brothers I want to actually keep alive. Oh, he bled out as well. Nice. We even got the gear. Oh, this one we could actually try and dagger down. Nice. We got some good tier 2 armor there. We finally got some. That'll really start us to help layering up now. That's good. I shouldn't be this excited about such low grade loot, but it's been a tough run. Nice. Always bring a second quiver. Oh, shot. Shame I didn't kill him. Yeah, it's done. Okay, we got rid of one of the temps that we sort of should have got rid of anyway, so that's not a bad thing. And we got some good layered armors finally. And some cash. And some teensy bit of tools. And another militia glaive, which... Okay, we dropped some capacity because our brother died who was carrying some stuff. Daggers are cheap, that's 8 it says, that's 5. This stuff's going to spoil anyway, so let's throw that away. And then it should port in the top items for the replacements. For the ammo, the tools, the medicine, and the cash when it sucks into the top. So we should pick up 4 extra items anyway. There we go. Yeah, we got daggers there. Right, nice. It's probably a good thing because the RNG will give us a break now. We're slightly weaker. We now have to break some of this down or use it. Now that's a gain. No, that's a padded surcoat. Yeah, everything there is like the heaviest we've got. So 25155 for 1970. Yeah, so that's easy. We just replace the Battleforge guys with this decent gear now. That's this guy. Because I haven't got space to break it down. These are all dodgers. Is anyone going medium? Well, these are all nimble. Nimble frontline is just never a good idea. We need to change this up a little bit. This guy's battle forged, so you can wear the other heavy gear. Nimble again, and nimble again. Jesus. Need some mediums at least. Right. Now if we quickly salvage. Oh, you turn milk into cheese. Oh, I see. That's quite cool. So, a couple of healers. Patch up these 2. Maybe 3 of them because he was pretty damaged. Then we want to salvage some of this. That'll do. So, salvage. And then these 2 repair. Oh no, he needs to keep cooking. Salvage, right, let's do that. Sorry, Webber, what are you on about this? I just noticed your message about the start-stopping with training. I don't think it does bad effects. It just doesn't... The training doesn't kick in if you start and stop. But I thought the opposite. I figured if you trained for like 20 hours on a long caravan journey, they're going to get exhausted more. But I don't understand the mechanic. I could be wrong. I don't understand why starting and stopping would be bad, though, other than, like I say, if you do it for 2 hours of training, it doesn't do anything. It needs to be, like, I think, like minimum 5 for it to kick in. But I do start stopping just so we're not having guys salvaging when there's nothing left to salvage. Unless you specifically meant for training, in which case you may be right. So anyway, that's the salvage done, I think, yes. Pairing is also finished. We want to polish up. Oh, have we got, how much tools have we got? 4. May as well polish up the stuff we're going to use. I think that'll do. The salvagers can go back to doing what they were doing before. It's another good tip, Wabber, if you didn't know. If you click on them in the tent that they're assigned to and click them again, they go back to the previous thing they were doing, which saves you having to remember. And the other reason to not break the camp is that you get all the food items. I don't think they exist until you break the camp, so they don't start rotting. So they're worth a little bit more money if you want to sell them. There's another reason to do the food. You get the food buff as well. It's obviously useless on Anatomists because we can't be confident, but it still doesn't hurt though. And I'm going to sell off this excess food when we get there, because we're still a small group. Hopefully we get some decent prices up here, because it's been bad down south. So we got some sausages. And we made some cheese already. Oh, what's going on with these prices? I've got barter for once. I've got 3% barter. And I just can't find any normal markets to trade in. This is so irritating. At least we've got enough money now. We're just going to sit on this and we're going to wait for that payday. Especially with these 4 trade items. And if we can get a good market, we can sell some of the cheese off too. We're not actually going to be able to eat all that before it rots. 12 days is way too much, so let's actually just offload some of this. Six days is still heavy. There we go, that'll do. Okay. Buy prices are good at least, so we can get some tools. Right, we can actually look at this leftover armor and break this down. So we've got a resolve bump. We want to put that on the guy that's got the pointless skill, which I think is this one. Or your fatigue also reduced by 0. Okay, we're starting to get close. I'm guessing that's a decimal, but they can't display it. Oh, he's already got a tier 4. Ah, Pierce doesn't give resolve. 1%. We're at 1% reduction. Woo! So it does lie slightly. It kicks in at 62. There you go. We've stress tested it, Webber. 61, you get a decimal, but 62, you actually get a % of fatigue reduction. So it starts to work at 61 resolve. If you can't hit 61, there's no point taking it. But you obviously want to get it comfortably towards 100 for it to be useful. Oh, there's another resolve boost we've got there as well. 65. Yay, 4%. That's actually starting to kick in now. That's good. We need to get him a Naka necklace. That'll give him another boost. Right. Sword. Sword skill. Okay, so yeah, he is really getting accurate now. So that harvest twist is working nicely. He's got underdog. So we probably want to do nimble. Really tempted to spec one of them into medium, but it just wastes so many perks. It's like 4 perks. Basically, all of his perks until level 12. To spec him into medium was sure it's worth it. No, we just take Knight. It's just the right thing to do. Just so much squishier, nimble frontliners. Yeah, 11 defense and 51 there. We've got 16 plus 4 is 20. We need to shave 5 off. Perfect. 190. I mean, that's not bad. We could possibly take some of the head armor off and put some more body armor on, but that'll do for now. At least he's hard to hit. Yeah, and then this guy's shield got smashed. Do we want the extra damage reduction of shield, nimble, and freedom of movement? Possibly. We'll just keep that initiative high for now and maximise that freedom of movement. Once. Always once. Oh, we need health anyway, it's not all bad. 80 fatigue, even with that armour. I actually think Perfect Focus is going to work. We will see. I'm probably still going to take freedom of movement first. We'll experiment though. We're going to experiment with this sword style Perfect Focus. I don't think it'll be anywhere near as good as a brawler or a dagger, but it'll be entertaining to see how it works. At least I think it will be. Right, where are we tier-wise on this one? Nimble, or the resolve fatigue reductions we've been talking about. Probably won't want to get that later. We're not technically making a Bannerman here. This is a temporary Bannerman. I was going to go Thrower, which we just unlocked, and we wanted Quick Hands, which we're still going to double down on. We're doing Quick Hands, and we're doing Nimble. We're on 7, 16, and we're pretty close to being nimble actually. So we probably want a smidge more fatigue because the weight's about right. We obviously want to keep dodge as high as possible. And we want to push resolve to get some use out of this if we take it. Ah, it's horrible. We just rolled well on everything. We've got enough health. We can ignore this 4. I think we need fatigue. We want resolve. We want it's just ridiculous. We want like every stat. That's insane. Apart from range defense. It's not helpful. And arguably we want range defense more than melee defense. Actually, it's melee defense we don't really need on this guy. If we're going to give him a sword lance once he forgoes the banner, he needs more fatigue to be able to swing it. So I think we forego the resolve for now, and we take the fatigue. Pains me to give up the dodge, but I really want to drive the accuracy of him up. He's a weird hybrid thrower, so like we're going to build him as a backliner. So I feel like that's more important than the dodge. But if he gets caught out by a dog or a Necrosavant, we're going to be in trouble. Where's Necrophage from? I keep wanting to say Necrophage. I've got that from another game. It's just lodged in my brain. Really want Scholar as well, but no, we've got to keep him alive first. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave it at 41. I'm not going to mess with his armor too much unless we've got a 1 piece, but it's very rare you have a 1 piece to come off. No. Oh, there is one there, but I want the resolve. No, it's fine. Okay. Right, everybody on the front line's got good body armor. We just need to work on the head armor. Can still take that though if we can manage the weight. Yeah, nice. 140, good. It takes 1 off our defense, but we're already pretty good. I think the armor's more important. Well, these both 15s, we don't need those. Everyone's got at least a 30 base now, I think. Yeah. So these aren't as useful. It's a 10 on the head. Let's drop that and upgrade for that. Okay, 50s. Oh, 45. God damn it. We're getting closer. We wanted a cleaver. That's an option. Taxidermist. I think I've seen a taxidermist before. It's like a crafting tool efficient one with a healer. It's like a bit of a mixed company skill one. It likes medium armor. Hates monsters. Interesting. And then witch hunters, we know about witch hunters. They're not bad as well. But they're not on our list. Our list is we're sticking to dagger brawler, cleaver whip, houndmaster. And I think there's going to be houndmasters just north of here, and we need to find somewhere to sell these bloody goods, so let's do that. Oh, do we want the Vala? Do we want the Vala? I'm not going to click on that event. Do we want her? I have a strong belief that she's not that useful early on. Right now we need frontliners, which will be our cleaver / whip and our brawler. Houndmaster's probably more backliner, depending on how he's built out. And our Vala is 100% backliner. And we've got 3 slots. No, we don't. We have 2 slots because we have a camp pitch in the tent. So I'm going to risk running up north to find good markets before I make a decision and to check what's up here. Oh, we've already been there. I thought we hadn't been there. Ah, no, it's these 2 we haven't been to. I need to find some kennels. Right, we'll check here for good markets first. That's a citadel. Come on, just give me a decent sell price for once. 20 will do. I think we have to take a hit on some of this. Right, we'll sell some, we're not selling everything. Take that small profit there. That'll do. We'll keep the rest in case we find better than 20%. Nothing we want to really hire. Oh, mysterious woman's in 2 locations. She's following us. Right. I really want to put off hiring her. I will have a Vala. They are useful, but they take 4 levels to become useful, and I don't want the AI to get tougher spawns on us when we've already got a bit of a ragtag bunch. So we're gonna really resist the urge to just take the Vala. But if we can't find any brothers we want, we'll 100% go back and get her. Hopefully she's still there. If she isn't, she'll reappear. It's not a big deal. And I also would like to keep a slot open for events, because we could get a berserker while we're up north. Looks like she's going to keep following us, so that's good until we choose to click on this. Caravan hands are good, but we don't want them right now. Defend the settlement, treasury transfer, unless these are just going up north. 3 days south, no. Not until we get back the other way. Okay. We'll do Horn first, I think. Here we go. Barbarians took me, yada yada yada. Kidnappers, the figure shrugs, continues color cadence, and then brought left to just seem in tune with primitives to up and leave a prisoner in the ice. Sturdy sword fire, okay. Let's see what we got. A nearly frozen cripple. But he's an ex-sword master, so he has ridiculous stats. Triple defense and double offense. 49 is low, but he's not tiny. We will level him to the same as a fresh militia guy, which I think start around 57. We'll do that in 2 levels. If we get lucky, 3 if we get unlucky, but it'll still be there in 2.5 levels. Oh, I know he started leveled up as well. Hang on a minute, scrap that. We need to bring his health. Let's have a look at his skill tree before we make any decisions. We haven't got Colossus, so health's going to be a problem. We can make him a student. 9 lives Pathfinder. We've got a heavy option with no stars in fatigue, but we're going to have good defenses. Or we can have... No, there's no really other option. We do have adaptive. We could really take medium if we wanted to, but I think when there's no stars, Battleforge is normally the best option. I use gifted to get him where we need to get him with his health. We've wanted a brawler. This guy could brawl. Doesn't have perfect focus, so he won't be my mega brawler that I've been dreaming of. He has daggers. This guy could be a dagger brawler. It's a little niche. We do have duelists though, and we have shields, so he could do either shields or... No, he'd have to forgo the shield if we were doing dagger brawling. So dagger brawling is dagger, duelist, and grapple. He has pretty good starting resolve. We could actually get some use out of Mind Over Body if we choose to. Oh, the world's this guy's oyster. He could be anything. I think two-handed is probably wiser. Two-handed, battle-forged, classic. He's got reach advantage. I think that's probably wiser for our current build-up of brothers. We're probably going to go sword or flail or something like militia glaive if we want to go niche. We can always adaptive into the weapon we find or want to use, so we'd have to decide for 3 levels yet. So let's take student out of the gate. Let's do defense and offense. I won't put any armor on him yet, but we're going to take 4s because it's the natural highest roll. Yeah, damn it. 3. Yeah, we'll do it again. 3s are still good. Take health as soon as we roll better than a 2 now. So student, I think 9 lives. Tempted by Pathfinder, but I think 9 lives pound for pound is usually the best option. Okay, his melee defense is nowhere near ready, so we will backline him to begin with. Typical, I've just sold all the base armors that we didn't need, and now obviously we need one. Oh, stupid me. Alright, that was a good event, but what we want is a berserker. But that's a good cripple. I don't mind keeping a cripple if they've got stats like that. We've still not met any of our spec brothers though. No Houndmaster. I swear to God, is there no kennels on this entire map? There must be a kennels here. We still haven't got a bro with Rally of Troops as well. No sell prices again, and no kennels. The kennel's got to be here. This is I don't know if it's the seed or random chance. That's not bad. 8 thralls. We could hit that. We've just been very unlucky. I've been playing this game for 800 hours. I did not realise the throwing spear replenished. I thought it was a one use. I didn't realise it was just one spear and then it replenishes like ammo. How stupid am I? Genuinely never picked those up because I thought they were like expensive throwing nets. Like a one use item. Stupid Winnie. This game doesn't explain anything. Or an odds, are you having a laugh? Not yet. We can do unholds, but not yet. Kennels, finally. That's the only kennels on the whole map. This seed is terrible. Please have a Houndmaster, because I'm not going to find them anywhere else. Oh, okay. We've got options. So we wanted a Cultist Cleaver. That is our option. We wanted... okay, that's it. We didn't get Houndmaster, though. And there's a Wild Man, which... I don't really want, but they're not terrible. High Resolve. Oh, this could be our Bannerman, actually. Oh, what about a War Scythe, Quick Hands Bannerman, and or Whip? So we could do Cleaver, melee ranged Cleaver focused with Resolve and the Mask and a Banner. I just don't know because I don't like switching, but it's an option. Medium and light armor. He meets our cleaver requirement anyway, but he does unfortunately have extra damage but lower initiative. But that's not the end of the world if you keep him on the back line. Oh, club-footed is really negative. It's like really negative. Oh, I can't catch a break with this. Guess we've got high fatigue though. I can't handle another that'll do, bro. Like, we can't afford to have any other weak links. He seems really friendly. Yeah. It's because he's a devout Dakvol cultist. You like the placard around his neck as well? Quaint. Oh. I'm really torn. I think we hold out. Really wanted to find a Houndmaster here. It's disappointing. Still, a wolf could be really powerful at this point. I will fork out for a wolf. I'm tempted to do something unwise and attack the unhold just because they'll take the brunt of the damage. We might get a potion out of it. I'm going to think about it for a second while I go and have a quick bio break. Be right back. Oh, take myself off mute, that helps. Thanks for waiting, guys. Right, what are we doing? Do we get involved in this unhold fight? I reckon if I'm cautious, we should be able to hang out of range and get some extra experience, etc. 56, 63. Why have we done this? Right, yoink. I don't care how fancy a bows you make. He's more accurate with them. There we go. We're also going to toss that on him and give the dog to him. We really need to start chugging these potions on somebody. I wonder if we wait till we go from 4 to 3 or 2, or is that just going to ruin it? I'm really just doing this with the potion. Oh wow, they went down to 10. Three, perfect. Right, let's jump in. It's the worst that could happen. This is slightly cheesing. I don't usually do this, but I think we have to get the killing blow anyway to get the chance of getting the potion drop. We'll charge forwards and see what we can see. Keep our formation, and we're going to net anything that comes near us, and then wail on it as one. If you're still watching Kalania, or Kailania, forgive me if the pronunciation's wrong. Yeah, nets are your friend in this game for anything dangerous. They're worth the expense. They tend to spawn at fishing villages and the arena, but you get more at the fishing villages. And whilst they are one use in vanilla, in Legends you can repair them. They are so worth it. So we'll use it to hold them in place, and then they'll make them easier to hit, etc. I'm going to try and get near this one that the dog's holding. I don't want to get too close because I want him to go down, not at us. And we're going to shoot him. Poor dog. Yes, good. You fight him. I'll watch. Oh yeah, he auto shields towards me, so he got the skill. Nice. This would have been ideal. We could have just run up and killed this one, but that's not going to happen. I want to be within range. I just don't want to get too close, so probably there. I need to be one away. Oh, let's wait. We need to be one away if we're going to jump and strike. Because I want to be under the position where I can pounce on him. The second is he's like a killing point, so we can get 4 bros on him. And then we'll try and steal the kill that way. Alright, there's only 2 left now. They're tied up there. Yeah, we should be able to get this one. 300 health. Why do their banners always look so much cooler than ours? I'm always jealous of this graphic. It's a much cooler banner. Battle standard. Yeah, I just like this graphic more. I wonder if we can change that in the sayings. Now we're going to get there. Start this side of him so we can go in there. Stand there. You want to stand there. Start poking and slashing him from a range as well. This is the danger spot because he can charge forwards, but I'll take that risk. Oh, now they're all going to come through. Okay, we may need to up our aggression. They're going to steal these spots now. Have they got Pathfinder? Two, 4, 6, but it's actually 3, 6, 9, so he can charge straight forwards and base him. 2, 4, 6, 9. Sorry. 3, 6, 9, 12. No, he can't. So it's literally one guy's going to get based. We can take the other slots. That's okay. We'll wait. As soon as I base him, he's going to attack us. Hit this guy range there. Nice. Yeah, that's what we predicted would happen. Right, now we want to take the slots. Let's go. If I wait too long, we won't get the slots. Hopefully, there'll be enough damage now to kill him. him as well now. As much as I would love to. He's going to hit him. I got 1, 2, possibly 3. He's got 1 turn, 4 turns. I'm going to wait. I couldn't have done that much damage anyway. Never mind, we tried. Yeah, we lost the net. We don't get the potion. Did we get any experience at least? No, because we don't get a kill. We literally got nothing out of that. We just lost the net. Worth a try though for an easy unhold hit. Only because we're doing Anatomists, so we want to get those potions. Right. Now we need to get a contract to get out of here. Oh, we were thinking about this one, weren't we? Some thralls. Yeah, we can do that. Let's go hit that camp. Get some money. Which space have we got? 34. Yeah, we're not going to pick up 34 things. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see your message, Clarnet. Basically, there's only 5 now. Some of them must have left. Basically, use them on threats. So anything that's got a two-handed weapon that scares you a little bit, anything in a lot of armor. Unhold's an extreme example. Excuse me. The other thing is Alps. I don't know if you know about Alps, but when you hit them, they like teleport. Thanks. When you hit them, they teleport. The button on my mic's broken, so I can't quickly turn it off. Yeah, when you hit Alps, they teleport. You know, they're like the things that come at night time, the Dream Stealers. If you put a net on those, it stops them teleporting. So you can put a net on them and then just wail on them. If you're struggling with outfights, that'll really help you. Go, Wolfie, go. Savage Wolf, love it. Hiya. Come on. 4 surrounding him and it's a dog we don't hit. Jesus, the RNG is fucking with me. 86, 81, 51, my lord. Still, that's why it's probability. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. It's just a probable thing. I don't like people that bitch about RNGs. It's not me. Focus on what you can change. RNG is not that. Great, at least the wolf's doing his job. I wanted those throwing axes. I believe, I could be wrong. My understanding though is that they only drop what they've got out. But I want to keep checking that theory, so let's see if he drops. Oh, hang on. If we can kill that guy, it might also work. They're both bleeders. They've got the same skill level. Right, it doesn't really matter who we kill first. Right, there's a theory. There you go, he's dropped the axes. I see. He's dropped the axes and the spear, so that theory's bollocks. I need to check in with the Discord and find out if that's true or not. Adrenaline, that's annoying. Oh, and he stunned us. Bastard. Wolf Boy's sawing him out. Nice. Yay, he's got some throwing axes. More importantly, we've got some cash. Now, the reason we wanted that is because this guy we spec'd into a thrower and we didn't have any bloody throwing weapons, so that's one problem solved. Right, contracts. However long until we get 12. If we get 12, we can grab that Vala. Oh, hang on. Come across a caldera at the bottom of which you find a sheep nuzzling something. As you draw close, you see there is an enormous hound there. Fur matted with blood, collar shredded, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, see if he'll fight with us. Yay. Gained another dog. Oh, just as I leave the kennel, so we could have got the armour. Oh, it's a good one as well. It's a warhound. Yeah, I really want that armour though. That might keep the Bannerman safe, actually. Oh, return item's a good one. Another little tip for you, Kalania. The other tip is you'll notice that I often argue for pay us more once the work is done. Or sorry, not more, but pay us once the work is done. You don't really want to get paid in advance if you can help it. If you get paid in advance and you realise the fight's too hard and you cancel the contract, they'll get pissed off a lot more than if you just decide to not do the contract. So if you can get it to 0 in advance, it's to your advantage. Or as little as possible. Unless you're running out of cash and need the payment in advance to make sure you don't run out of wages. So there are occasions where I won't do it, but most of the time you don't want it to be on the hook. So if I go and do this fight and there's a necromancer, I might cancel it, because the necromancer fights on legends are very challenging. But if I'm on the hook for 40 crowns, it's going to piss the town off more. It's okay to do it now and again. Like it's still better to not take a fight than to die just to save pissed off the town. But it's a way you can mitigate some of the damage. So I'm going to accept this, we're going to think about it, we're going to make sure we're repaired and healed, and then we're going to go and try and crack some skulls. Oh, hang on. They might have attachments. Yes, they do. Can sell the hats, but I want the little clips. There we go. And we want to make sure everyone's got those on. That's a tier 2 head item, especially the back row. Tens, 20 tens, yep, nice. Sweet, now we've got those on everyone. That's good. So, 2 savages. No, he always wants to be cooking no matter what. I don't think we've got anything else to craft. Not at the minute. Oh, yeah, we need gossamer and we need wood. Okay. Nice. Some more sausages and some medicine. Right, let's go do this decent pay down this. This may be a tough fight though. 17. No, mostly rabble. This is fine. 6 thugs. That's perfect. We can dagger down. Try and get some good gear off them. Oh, we don't need a dagger. He's already a dagger, right? Okay. Try and dagger down if we see decent armor. Some of the thugs, we want to see chainmail, basically. Or reinforced leather armor, which I'm not seeing yet. What the hell? That was a short sword. Oh, we can swap the safe for that. That's not bad. Nice. Good scatter there. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4v2. This is a really good chokehold for us. Gonna ignore the southern ones.
Kylania just became a winner gamer.
Welcome to the group. Thanks, Kalania. Do feel free to check out the Discord as well. There's a good conversations and strategy on there, and links for mods, notifications of when I'm going to be online. It is subject to change. I have a couple of kids, so life is turbulent, but most evenings I'm on. And Tuesday to Thursdays for the next 2 weeks I'm usually on in the daytime as well. But yeah, welcome. Do some sub-emotes as well. There's the sub-emotes if you want to do that as well. Funnily enough, they don't want to come into this death trap. Some of them are stupid enough to do it. Ooh, golden dag. Okay, we've got to be careful there. That can cause damage. Right, we can still 2-on-1 here if we get advance. I'm going to leave it to the last second there. If they're dumb enough to keep coming into the spear wall, we shall let them. That dog is going to be a problem. We need to get away from it. Dogs have Pathfinder, so they're going to just sprint straight at us. They can go -1. So this penalty, I don't know if you noticed, but it's 3 AP to move on the snow instead of 2. But the dogs get -1, so they will sprint across that as if it wasn't there. So we need to be mindful of that. They're a lot quicker than us. So these are thugs. They have 9, so that's 3, 6, 9. They can base me, so we'll stand there. Right, let's do this. It's just good because we can free up this guy to stop this chokehold. Bottleneck, you know what I mean? Step in here. Step in there. Nice. Reinforce here. Okay. dog has slightly breached us there. Ah, but we have footwork. Not footwork, we have sprint, so I think we can get out of that one. Oh, no, it only works with climb, where we can get out of attacks opportunity. Sprint is just to move rapidly, I see. Oh, it doesn't work on rough terrain as well. Can we use on terrain across different height levels or through enemy zones and control? Ah, okay. So we could have used this, but we can't use it because the snow won't let us sprint, that makes sense. We'll drop a dog and wait, and hopefully if we get clear, we can step back. Nice, so he's free to step back. Hold there. Almost kill that guy. Do kill that guy, nice. Hold on the dog. Hold. He's not going to approach now. These guys are pretty weak. We can risk, I think, going forwards. I would prefer to do it with the swordsman, but he's had his turn, so we'll move in. This guy, he's a thug, Jesus. Okay, the scythe's not going to do much damage, but it might cause bleeding, but the gamerson we want, and is slightly harder to penetrate, so we should try and dagger him down, but we may not be able to with 4 more approach. 21. Oh, I should have stepped back. I shouldn't have shot then. Never mind. Oh, no, it's fine. The wolf will charge. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to hold there. Let them come to us. Let's see if the dog will go that way. Go that way. Okay, that works too. Dogs are unpredictable. They will sometimes go the opposite direction to where you think or want them to go. On this occasion, they've done the right thing. Nice. Could do a teamwork on that. Good. Morale's starting to go. I'll start mass fleeing shortly. Oh, no, they still want some. I'll give it to them. It's not really worth daggering any of these. So some rubbish 2-handed weapons. Wow. They're okay early 2-handed weapons, but I'm not going to specialise for them. And a usable sword and a good game of some, which is a nice underlayer for us, which is really good. These are all 15s, which we've already got. And then padded Circo. This is a Gamerson, Southern Gamerson. 70 is better, never mind. Circo, Butchers, there we go. It's 11 plus nothing. But if we put the kettle pot on, it takes us to 9. We can't use that. We need a tier 1 4 weight to get the most out of our nimble. This guy's only got dodge for now, not nimble, so we'll temporarily pop it on him. Oh shoot, no, it reduces range, doesn't it? Can't do that either. Frontliner battle forged. There we go. This guy's getting really tough now for our level. Sweet. Nothing else really there. Nice little payday for us. Getting old. Oi, oi, oi. Days is going to cost us 600 crowns. So it's 1200 payday. Oh, thief. Oh, good thief. Good thief that doesn't have perfect focus. But it does have assassinate and prisoners rush, so we get all the sort of thiefy skills. Doesn't like beasts. Oh, he's impatient. Sort of good, but the defense here is really bad. That's not a terrible dagger bro. It's probably better than our current one. Let's compare. So our current dagger bro, it's pretty low on its skill, and he's already level 4, and he's got no stars in it. He's got no stars in defense. He's basically only got useful stars in health. Everything else is trash. Yeah, he's very much average pickpocket. Does have nice perks, but literally other than perks, he's trash in comparison to the other one. I think that's a clear replacement. This one's going to hit 86, 40 on defense, and 150 on initiative. Yeah, oh no, not similar, but without the stars, I question the brackets there on the top end. Or do we keep both? Let's have a quick look. The skill tree is obviously going to differ, so we're going to just compare what we'd already built out. Yeah, dodge Colossus. Okay, so we're no Colossus, but we do have 9 lives. We have bags and belts. We do not, but we do have Pathfinder. We've got Feint, Relentless, Debilitate. Obviously dagger skills, backstabber, shields if we want to, duelist if we want to. We've got berserk on that one, we've got berserk on this one, that's good. Swift recovery we don't have, regular recovery we don't have, regular recovery we don't. Okay, so there's no recovery on this guy, so it's not a bad thing that he doesn't have perfect focus. But he's still got nimble and freedom of movement. He can blend in. He can assassinate, which is different. Neither have the grappler skills as well, so we can't do the dagger grappler, which is a shame. I don't know. Yeah, that's the main difference. Level 1, 53 melee attack with a star. This guy's level 4 and it's still only at 54. So he's going to be superior there. 7 starring defense as well with a star. We're going to keep him temporarily while we train this guy on the back line, and we'll swap him out. Give him a stick for now so he can bop people on the head and try to keep him alive. Still, I want a perfect focus dagger guy, so for me, that's not our dagger guy. Like, neither of those are both temps. But then the second one we hired is better than the first one, if that makes sense. I want a perfect focus dagger guy. They are sick. but we've got to get the right build. We need to get recovery or swift. We need swift recovery or recovery. We need perfect focus, and then optional extras are things like berserk, but they're not requirements. Bunch of thralls and warhounds. I think we can safely take these apart. We need the experience for the newbie, so let's do that. We could run up to the road, it gives us more movement. Yeah, we're going to send everyone north. If the dogs don't get to us first. Right, this will be the last engagement, guys. As much as I'm enjoying myself, I have things to do today. Oh. Oh, did we get involved in a mixed battle by accident? May as well just advance on this. It's not my intention to get involved in a mixed battle. Never mind. Focus behind themselves, not on me. We'll mash up these two and then we'll start picking off the edges. Wouldn't mind the bear helmet, so we might aim for the bear helmet, guys. Is there 8 armor for no weight, which is nice. quick. We might be able to get these fleeing ones back. Oh, stop that. Oh, okay, we're done. Come on. Do the... Run them down, box. Nice, a little bit of gold. Oh, got 2 bracelets out of it, and a help. That's not, you know. Don't know if it's worth it, but it's not worth it. That's what we wanted. Doesn't affect vision as well. Saying that our front line hasn't got the best helmets. That looks cooler. Just think we'll strip this out completely. Doing that upgrade as well. That's more like it. Nah, they're just thralls. They're like the lowest barbarians. The problem is they have javelins, which are punchy. So they'll come through your armor. So they still need to be treated with respect, but generally speaking, they're not too hard to kill. They have adrenaline as well, which means they sort of go first, which they get the jump on you sometimes. But again, they're the weakest sort of thralls. Reavers, which are the equivalent of brigand raiders in barbarian form, they're scary. But yeah, thralls aren't too bad. I don't really like doing those fights because they're really slow when you're in with the militia as well, but I didn't realise it was going to capture them because I thought the militia was busy in the other fight. So it made it a bit slower, but there you go. We still got a little bit of experience and some loot out of it. Right, I take daggers. Now we can attack 3 times instead of 2. It drops the AP to 3, so that's really nice for us now. So we can stab 3 times. accuracy, defense, and this guy does not have perfect focus. I'll give him more fatigue so we can do more puncturing, I think. Which bypasses the armor. And then this dude is our polearm archer. And we said we were going to take health, and I'm going to respect my earlier decision and take health. Because we don't have Colossus. Oh, no, we do have Colossus. We just haven't taken it yet. Right. I think it's Battle Forge, isn't it? Oh no, one more perk. It's this layer then, so second wind is an option. Throwing or archery is also an option, so that'll give us range. Throwing actually works nicely on this one because we've got bags and belts. We could even do polearm, archery, and throwing. Oh, that just seems a bit greedy. But obviously the throwing weapons do a lot of damage close up. If close combat archer works on that, is it only on bows? No, throwing weapons. Scaling, isn't it? Okay, nice. So yeah, if we take those two together, we're going to do a lot of damage with throwing weapons. No, I think we're going to go throwing. I never go throwing. Let's mix it up. Try and just throw more and we'll pull the banners out when we need them. Also, if we're going to keep him on the flank, it'd be nice to get his defense up a little bit. Just for when we get based accidentally. Okay. Oh, we still got Rally the Troops ambition done. That's ridiculous. Oh, hang on. Those. Oh, I should have held out for that amber. Look at that, 32%. That's what we wanted. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Oh, wish I'd held out for this trade goods. Never mind. Nearly 4k, that's right. Finally, the drought is over. We have cash. Just as it starts getting fun, I'm going to have to kill it. Right, we will be continuing at approximately 8:30 tonight. It might be 8. It depends when I get the kids settled. I'm on my own tonight, so I'll be streaming earlier than I normally do. So do rejoin us in 6 hours, when hopefully... sorry, let me just get this right. I think my caps lock's on. Attempt to save 4. So yeah, if I should be on at around about 8 PM, 8:30 if it goes worse and I need to do some chores. But I should have most things wrapped up and be ready to stream from 8 to 8:30ish. So come and check us out around 8:30. I hope you rejoin us. Hope you're enjoying the stream. You're so welcome, Kalenia. Drop in anytime, any questions. Come and join the Discord. As I said earlier, you're welcome to ask anything. It's a friendly bunch. And yeah, we'll continue the run later. I hope you enjoy coming back to Battle Brothers. And do check out Legends. If you get stuck with anything, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Just drop in and ask. I'm more than happy to help. Right, let's see if there's anyone else I can introduce you to at the same time with a little raid. Not sure if I know anyone else. There's a German guy on, I don't know. We try and raid people that speak English. There's obviously a lot of Russian streamers as well. Wabber is doing some farm sim, but that's not everyone's cup of tea. Let me see. We did drop in on him the other day as well. Oh, Otto's on. Okay, Otto is a vanilla pro. So like this guy is min-maxer. He does challenges, all sorts. He's doing a random rotating win streak. Okay, so similar to me, he's doing random starting things. That he'll be completing the game, whereas I'll just go as far as I can. And he's doing a deserters run at the moment. We'll drop in and see him. He's I forget which country from, one of the Scandinavian countries. Really nice guy. I think he's Swedish, but he might be Norwegian. I'm not sure. But yeah, really nice guy. So we'll drop in and say hi. So do hang around, you'll get some channel points, and if you want to chuck him a follow, he's a really, really sound streamer. He'll teach you, once you've got the fundamentals down, he'll teach you like the really advanced stuff. He's a really nice guy. Anyway, I will see you next time. Hopefully you guys will join me tonight. Thanks so much for joining, and I'll see you in 6 hours, give or take. Here we go. See you later.